The floor is yours.
All right. Last time on Rebirth of the End, we started the campaign, and every character found themselves in having been taken to a strange camp for people who are sick with this rage virus and, well, survived it. We were all in a kind of a tent surrounded by a whole bunch of different people, and we kind of talked for some lady came in and was talked to Fida, instructing her to hand out some little thingy things. She handed them out, and eventually everyone kind of sat back down. People interacted with other people. I'm pretty sure the wizard kind of got rowdy. It was kind of a bit crazy. Got killed. I'm pretty sure wasn't there for that part. And after the wizard got killed, things kind of just started going downhill as people talked a bit more. Jack kind of investigated it outside with the body, and inside, Garo's was getting harassed by one of the other inquisitors, trying to dump his head into the soup. The Inquisitor wasn't able to, and then the Inquisitor exploded into worms and blood, covering almost everyone in it. And then the other Inquisitor eventually got turned into worms and blood and exploded. And then shit started to go horribly wrong as we started to exit out of the tents and stuff. We were hearing other popping around us. The person who came in originally was kind of like, okay, what's going on? She led us to some other bodies, and Jack was able to determine that these guys were dead for a while, and we were kind of getting confused, like what's actually going on. Down at the south entrance, Bronwyn was trying to escape by herself. There was two Inquisitors at the south entrance, and there was this strange tentacle dude was kind of trying to get in. Eventually, the tentacle dude kind of basically started to attack them, seemingly to try to let us out, seemingly. We kind of quickly ran away after that. And as we started to run away, one Ignis Vermilion decided to join us along, and we did not let the Inquisitor lady join us because she was like, eyes were going purple and was weird, so we just kind of left her to die. And as we escaped, there is a Sylph. That's what they call them in Pathfinder. There was a Sylph who was basically seemingly like worried for a second, but eventually he was like, "Oh, you guys escaped. You guys are good." And then we followed along with her to the camp. As we started to leave, the tentacle dude was kind of flying up above the camp and said some mysterious things about how you guys should be grateful. I've helped you guys with this and blah blah blah, some stuff like that. I don't remember the specifics. We eventually escaped from there, made it to the camp, where we met with Elderberry, learned some stuff about the camp, got some drinks, and eventually went to bed to continue on to basically just figure out where we're going to go from here. As we went to bed and stuff, everyone had their own interactions with people, from meeting people who they've seen in the past, seeing a whole bunch of Inquisitors kind of scouting out, an Inquisitor that's been basically mutilated, being found and healed up, and just overall strange occurrences throughout the night. And eventually, after the night ends, the party gets together and figures out where exactly are we going to go, and we eventually decide that we are going to head to a cave that someone from who Garos once knew instructed them to go to, because it could have some answers. And that is where we left off.
Alrighty. Thank you. And as we pick up today, the five of you still gathered out in this rather nice little foresty town. Not even a village, really. It's just a handful of tents. This is where groups of survivors come to congregate, much less a town. But it is relatively early in the day. All of you are feeling refreshed. Some of you took damage from the vast strangeness of the night prior, but you are all looking well off for the most part. And as the day begins in earnest, Elderberry, a very kind man, would be returning with, say, a little going away package of food for you all. Not a lot, but enough that you guys don't have to worry about breakfast this day. Though he's still probably a little upset that you have not chosen to stay with him forever and join his weird, almost cult-like entourage. But as we begin, what do you all do?
Oh, just to describe something, because now that fucking Rage Elements came out, the character is a bit more finalized, truly. You can kind of see how she now actually looks. She still has the same kind of demeanor, but the token is a lot more accurate to how she actually looks now. And yeah. And when it comes to the specific details, the green hair is a bit weird, this kind of weird leafy texture, and her skin has patches of weird bark on it. So there you go.
Like a plant person.
Like a plant person.
Excuse me.
Alright. Garros would slowly pile all his things together and just shove them into his backpack. He's not a very neat person. And then he has 3 gold to spend. Does he spend it here?
Do they have anything to buy?
Yeah,
They said they didn't have any horses, right? Like that was a whole
They do
thing.
not have any horses. If you're looking about, you would see what constitutes a merchant's trader tent right over here in the middle-ish, where you could see an older elf. Looks like they're all wrinkled and old, so probably in like the 800 or 900 years old of age, is setting up shop, placing small vials out on display, as well as it looks like some nice wooden swords, wooden axes. Looks like training weapons more than actual weapons. The kind of things you would give to a child.
Yes.
But there are
Garrett,
assorted general goods, belongings, if you would like to purchase something.
Garros would like walk into like the group and go, "Does anyone need anything? I have." And he pulls out 3 gold pieces and goes, 1, 2, 3 pieces.
Jack just shakes his head no, and he's just sort of putting vials and other sorts of chemical stuff in different pockets. Yeah, since it was the start of the day, I technically did all my daily brew stuff, so he's just organizing his pockets right now.
Garros looked to the rest of the party.
No, thank you. But
I guess-
here's your blanket back.
I'm set, thank you.
I think I'm set as well.
Garros is gonna walk up to the old man.
Sure.
Hello, old man. Elf.
The old man looks and goes, "Oh, hello there, young whippersnapper.
Do you have wagon wheel?
A wagon wheel?
Yes.
I don't see a wagon.
That is not concern.
Oh, I apologize. Where are
No,
my manners?
I apologize.
That is a very nice jellyfish you have there.
Thank you, he's my friend.
He looks at the jellyfish, doesn't say anything else. He goes, "Oh, wagon wheel though. Oh, let me look." As you see the old man begin piling through crates, as you would find a wagon wheel that has been smeared with tomatoes and other fruits and vegetables.
How much for a wagon wheel?
Ah, nobody's ever asked to buy one. Not sure how much it would go. I'd say maybe about 3 silver.
You have a deal.
I love deals.
Do you happen to have how do I say grease?
Grease.
You know, like you cook meat and then like the grease comes off the meat.
I am a vegetarian. I do not cook meat.
Any oils?
Oil. Yes.
You know, for like lantern.
Sure.
Mm.
One second. As you watch as he pulls out, looks like a small bottle filled with oil, like the kind
Do
you
you
would use
have-
to light a lantern.
Do you have more? I have a large lantern.
I can check. Here. Keep watch over the shop. I'll be right back. As he walks into the back.
Mhm.
Do you keep watch over the shop?
I do, yeah. No one's getting near the shop. I actually take my axe out and I start like looking around.
Oh God! Let me get a perception check, please.
Can I also get an intimidation roll too?
After, you gotta see what you see. You would see the strange human wizard from earlier that night who sold a deck of playing cards. He's slinking around on his stomach, moving like a worm, just very snake-like, as he seems to be zoning in on the general goods store.
Alright.
Would you like to make an intimidation roll?
Yes. As I stare with literally an axe the size of my body.
As you stare with your giant axe that is far too large, which is odd that you could carry it when you're not raging. I feel like is something that's been oversighted in the system. He takes one look and he starts slinking back towards where he came. At the same time, the elderly elf returns with 5 small-ish bottles of oil.
I will take all of them.
Oh, all of them! You must have a mighty thirst!
In a way, yes.
Understood. I suppose that would be... I don't know. He stopped, deep in thought, doing the math. 1.5 silver each. For 5 of them, I think that equals out to 4 silver?
I will give you 10 silver.
Oh, that sounds like a good deal.
Yes.
Alrighty, as he holds out his hands.
I will hand him a gold coin. Do you have change?
Should I? He looks at the gold coin. You can tell he probably hasn't seen actual money for a while, especially in a little foresty village like this.
So why is he running a fucking store?
It's not really a store. It's their excuse for a store. Here's the idea: they probably trade in favors and whatnot.
Okay.
As he takes your gold, isn't 10 silver 1 gold anyway?
No. It's 100 silver.
Is it?
Pretty sure, right?
I only know D&D. D&D is 10.
Shit, I don't know the exchange rate.
How much silver is a gold piece? Each 1 gold piece is worth 10
Oh.
silver pieces.
Alright, yeah, you're right.
Trying to rob
Oh, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. It doesn't make sense that they're different, in my opinion.
What do you mean?
Alright. Don't worry about it. Okay. I will give you 1 gold coin. Thank you, and have a nice day. Watch out for small wizard man.
He takes the gold coin, nods as he passes you the 5 bottles of oil and the wagon wheel.
Hmm. I will carry this back to the party.
Okay.
I am now ready to go.
What are you doing with the wagon wheel?
Don't worry. You'll see what I do with the wagon wheel when I do something with the wagon wheel.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put the oil in my backpack.
Okay. And as you all gather your things and step out from the forest encampment, do you all have a direction in mind that you would like to head to?
I believe the cave on the map was to the east.
I think so.
Yes.
Let's go. I remember things.
Hell
So
yeah!
it's-
You should have done the
yeah.
recap.
I could have, but to be frank, my notes look like a schizophrenic wrote them, so I cannot even read them.
It's okay. Maya loves to do the recaps on Monday.
Yeah.
It's Maya Mondays after.
I don't think I have notes.
You just remember.
Yeah.
Like a psycho. Who would do that?
Maya remembers all.
I do that too, so I get
I think Maya's just superior.
it.
Higher being.
But, alright, as you all head out following the eastward path of the forest, it's at the start relatively easygoing. It is early enough in the day, and while you all would probably want to avoid any exposure to inquisitors or things of the like, you would find the path is mostly quiet. You travel for about 3 or 4 hours of just quiet walking amidst the trees, amidst nature. Nothing
Hold
really
right
happening. Yes.
I want to jump in and say, listen, guys, I feel like we could run into danger on this path. Let's put some poison on your weapons, huh? I want to start handing out some poisons.
Ooh. Okay.
I got these bad boys.
Hmm.
You just put them on your weapon. They last till the rest of the day. If you hit and do piercing damage or slashing, it applies. If you miss, it doesn't get wasted. If you crit fail or hit but don't do slashing or piercing, it gets wasted. That's the long and short of it. I've got 6 of them.
Question.
So, what's up?
What if I just cut them in half by accident? Does that waste the
That
venom?
would waste the poison, yeah, but it's there in case you need it.
Garrus will nod, was like satisfied with the answer, and start pouring the venom on this giant axe.
Yeah, Mari's more than happy to dip her blades in that.
Theodore kind of holds her hands up. I don't have normal weapons, so more to have to you guys.
Ignis friend, would you like to put them on horns?
That's not what they're for. And I'll think I'll save mine for later, if that's all okay.
Fair enough. Just offering it. So there's 2 handing out. I'm going to put 1 on my weapon.
Got you.
How do I activate this?
You just remember to use it. You gotta. I think the enemies just have to click the saving throw.
I think that's probably what it is.
Okay.
There might be a way to apply it to weapons, but I don't know how.
Yeah, I've been looking around. I do not know.
Foundry is weird. There probably is, but we'll figure it out.
Mhm.
Regardless, as this is happening, throughout a break in the trees, as poisons are being passed out and or applied to weaponry, Ignis, you would spot a figure staring at you from the trees. Looks like the figure is trying to do their best to blend in with the foliage. They're a smaller, stout figure, maybe 2.5 feet, maybe 3 feet tall at most, blending in with the shrubbery, except you could see these glaring yellow eyes staring out at you, watching your every move.
We seem to be being followed.
Where's that?
And I'll gesture with my head to the direction.
As any of you are to look, see, there's nothing there.
Hmm.
What are you pointing at?
The two glowing eyes.
Ignis,
Again.
as you go to look again, you would find it's gone. There's nothing there.
Defensive positions, everyone. There is things in trees. I'm looking at Ignis.
There's a thing. I don't know where it went.
Did it look big?
No, it looked really small.
Most likely afraid of us.
Maybe.
As you say this,
Hmm.
Ignis, you would hear a voice in a low whisper. Stop telling about my hiding spot. I'm trying to hide here.
The king.
Do
He
you do anything?
immediately stiffens. Did any of you hear that?
I'm assuming we didn't.
Oh no, only Ignis hears it.
I kind
Uh.
of. I could.
Garrus will take out his axe. His friend hearing things.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Do you feel funny?
No.
Do you think Rage Virus is going to take over and we should act?
Seeing how it's saying something about I'm giving away its hiding spots, I don't know.
Hmm. Did it sound friendly?
Did it sound friendly, Dylan?
Didn't sound unfriendly. It sounded a little annoyed that you were giving it away its position.
Jack doesn't see anything. He's just going to relax, release the tension and just sort of be like, all right, well, should we keep moving then?
We should, but we should probably have someone kind of scout around to make sure there's no one here, and everyone should be on guard.
It seems
A
to
smart
like
idea.
yes. It seems to like Ignis. Maybe Ignis should go look for it.
You want me to walk off to the woods alone?
We are here.
I mean, you could also just like scout around, I guess. Not go too far away, just behind and in front of us.
Oh, why not? He'll walk like 10 feet ahead of the party.
As you step 10 feet up, I will need a reflex save, Ignis. As you feel your foot press against what feels like a tripwire. You manage to catch yourself before falling as you see a small creature holding the other end of the tripwire. A creature does not look familiar to you at all. In fact, it looks very otherworldly. It looks, or rather, he looks like this.
Oh no.
It's about 2.5 feet tall. His hair is waving about in strange formations. You could see in one hand he is holding the other side of the tripwire, in the other he's holding a ball of light. And as you don't trip over it, he sighs and goes, "No, no, no! You're supposed to fall! Up goes down, left goes right! Ignis falls!" As he begins stomping his feet like throwing a tantrum.
I'll turn to the pub like, I found it.
I'm assuming we see this.
Do we see this?
Oh yeah, you all would see this figure.
Mm,
Hmm.
that's Ganata Ganoblin.
Did it just say your name?
Yes, it did.
Do you know this creature?
No, I don't.
Does it look
Small
like
thing.
it's ready to
Oh, sorry.
attack us?
This small thing is just stomping its feet up and down, very upset.
Does it look like it's going to attack us?
No, just throwing its hand.
He's like,
Like a small child, but doesn't get its way.
Hmm. What's your name?
And the gnome looks up at you and goes, I don't have a name.
Well,
I'm here to capture the horned one. Capture the one with very large horns.
I don't know, Mari. Is it you or me?
I think it's you. He knows your name.
But we both have horns, though.
This is true. Are you here for me or for Ignis, sir?
The gnome looks between you both. Not sure. I'll take both, just to be safe.
I don't think that's gonna be happening, I'll be
You
honest.
don't understand. I am a very powerful archmage, and you will want to obey me. As he says this, you see his shadow like rise up behind him, as if denoting a larger form than what he has. A very powerful archmage.
now hold on. How do you know this is the same Ignis that you're looking for?
I was. That is an easy one. You see, I was told by the one with the big sword. The one with the big sword said, go into the woods, find the camp, and capture Ignis from the camp. And I went to the camp, and everyone was dead and on fire. And the man said, that's what Ignis does. He nods. Therefore,
Ignis?
I am correct.
Well, hold on. We were never in a camp. We've been traveling from the next city over. We just thought we'd cut through the forest.
He stops. And he looks at you as he's sniffing the air. You've never been to a camp?
Well, we've camped out in the woods by ourselves, but not this big camp full of dead people you're talking about.
He starts sniffing the air. Can I get a deception roll, please?
wait, can I say
Sure thing.
something to help assist?
Sure. How are you trying to say?
Garros goes, think about it. If camp was full of dead people, wouldn't we be dead people?
So true.
Garros, let me get a diplomacy roll. Let's see if you can assist on Jack's deception. You're not helping. But Jack with an 18, the gnome nods and goes, huh, that's very logical. I never would have thought of that. And he reaches out to the book on his back as he pulls it out, as he begins flipping through it. All right, have you seen this tiefling? As he shows you a picture of Ignis.
Actually, yes. I think we passed by him. He was heading the other direction.
He was!
Yeah.
I could almost catch him. I could already taste it, all the toes that I would be gifted upon success.
I wish you luck, man.
Hey,
Wait, friend.
the gnome stopped and goes, I'm not your friend, buddy.
You may not be my friend, but you owe my friend here apology for trying to trip and capture him.
He looks at Ignis and goes, I'm sorry that you are untrippable, sir.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Well, now that we got that resolved, happy trails, nameless gnome.
Yes, you may call me Frumple Kill, and I will go. As he starts walking through the shrubs that are bigger than him, after about maybe 30 seconds at most, you hear, ah! I'm stuck! Help! Help! Anybody! Help!
Garros will start walking over to help him.
No, he wants to capture me.
Help!
No,
Help!
Garros is going.
Okay.
He's also here to help. Oh my god.
As you walk over, you would see he is stuck on a branch. Like
Friend.
a part of his shirt just got stuck.
May
So
I?
you just lift him up, right?
Yeah. Amari, maybe he can come with us, little way.
I would love to take him with us for a little while. Did you see his very cool shadow trick? She says, directing it to this very upset small man.
The gnome nods. Yes, I am a powerful archmage. The Master of the Darkness. That's my
Okay.
middle name, in fact. Master of Darkness.
I
Master
Let
of Darkness kill.
Yes. It is a good name, thank you.
I'm sure we'd love to have Mr. Frumple Skillskin join us, but I'm afraid he's after someone who went in the other direction.
That is
true.
true.
Yeah, and they are
Well,
nowhere
then-
near here or
Yeah.
anywhere around us.
No.
He needs to go in that direction, and we need to go in this one.
Hmm.
Pointing to opposite directions, obviously.
Well, I'm
Gareth.
sorry, Mr. Frumplekill, but you have a very big job to do.
What the fuck is his name again?
Frumple Master of Darkness kill.
Oh, it is
Killkin.
Frumple
Killskin.
Kill.
Good, sorry.
He nods and goes, yes, the one with the big sword and the angel name told me that if I bring in the fire speaker, that he will give me many toes of which I will devour. He says he has a whole jar of them.
Whoa.
That is great.
Toes
Great.
are a hot commodity in our world. The world of
May I make suggestion?
He looks up at you and goes, you are very large. You may make many suggestions.
Maybe do not walk directly into brush. Walk around.
He stops and stares at the brush. He goes, you know what? That's so stupid, it might just work. As he, once freed, you see him start walking right back into the same brush, then do a slight twist and walk next to it. He turns back
Gareth-
towards you,
Good job.
gives a thumbs up
Close.
as he starts walking. You see him drop something. It looks like a sealed envelope. There's a wax seal on it as it falls. And he just continues walking, doesn't seem to notice it falling out of his pockets. Ignis, you would immediately recognize the wax seal, the symbol burnt into it.
Someone else is going to. I'm
Does
walking
the-
to pick it up.
Yeah, does Frumple notice he dropped this?
No, he just walks by. He's very oblivious. You can see he's working. He's looking at his feet as he walks, like he's going one step in front of the other. And he's just singing his little song as he walks. That we're not going to say anymore because the MCI.
Of course. It was too good.
He just starts walking, very, very focused, like.
I'm just gonna scoop up that letter he dropped. Whoop. And probably hand it to Ignis, saying like, you'd probably be more interested in this than me.
Yeah, he'll grab it, put it in his bag.
Speaking of reading other people's mail, I'd like to open up that letter from Elderberry that he tasked me to deliver.
Gotcha.
Wait, once we're a little bit away.
Oh yeah,
from
you know,
Frumple.
like an hour or two away. Plenty of time. As you open Elderberry's letter, you unfold it, and it's a very brief letter. It writes, Dear cousin, it is I, Elderberry. I know we haven't spoken much ever since we lost that damn relic, but I write to you in news. I've found a lead. I know, it's almost unbelievable, but I found a way. There's a ruin not too far from the town I'm mayor in, maybe about a day and a half's travel. I've attached a little map here in the letter, and I have on good authority that the relic is hidden at the back, though I've heard a strange chanting coming whenever I approached, and they spoke in the language of the lizards. And you know me, I'm a bit of a lizard-phile. I'm afraid of lizards. But once you get this letter, you could send an army of mercenaries, or demons, or both. Regardless, we have to get the relic. If we do, we can turn back time. We can go back to... And the letter stops. It continues on the back. Anyway. All that matters is that I found it at long, long last. And once we get it, we can go back. We could be powerful again. We could be kings. And then there's a very hastily drawn map by hand with little landmarks marked with X's of, it looks like the map of this forest. You could see it's denoting where the little village you guys just came from. It also has the Inquisitor's camp marked off. It has this cave that you guys are leading towards as well, with a little circle that says trying to steal the relic written underneath it in very tiny letters. And then on the other side, maybe about a day's travel from this cave, there's a very large X with the words marks the spot inscribed underneath it.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Wow. I love reading other people's mail. That was so much incredible information. I will be doing it every possible instance. So, I mean, I guess I'd probably share this with the party. I mean, some people are probably curious, right? Opening up other people's mail. So check this out. Elderberry is, inquiring to his cousin to help him find some sort of relic that lets him go back in time or something. And it's only a day's walk from the cave we're headed towards. Maybe we should take a pit stop after the cave.
Why not before cave?
Isn't it past the cave? Did I hear that wrong?
It is about a day's travel past the cave.
Oh, I thought you said it was by the cave. Sorry, my bad.
No. So the cave's like,
It's like a tunnel. Okay.
yeah, kind
Okay.
of. Yeah.
Secret tunnel through the mountain. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Through the forest, but sure. Close enough.
That sounds perfect.
What would we do with a relic that could turn back time?
We go back in time, stop Rage Virus.
Yes. Certainly have more time to work on it.
Go back in time, fight dragons.
Do you know how many card games you can win with that?
So true.
How many wrongs you can make?
How much lottery fraud you can do. I'm sorry, I'm really in a fraud mood right now.
Let's be honest, that's not a bad idea though. Go back.
I've thought about it. I will not lie.
Was there a movie that they did that in?
Absolutely. It was some Disney Channel garbo, but
It was not Disney Channel, I know that much.
it absolutely was, man.
What was it?
That's where they jumped into like a big hole in their football field and let them go back in time.
No, I think different.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Oh God, I can't remember what it's called.
Minutemen?
Minutemen. I think that's it. I think you got
Oh, I
it.
forgot about that movie.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm one of the minute heads. I'm one of the loyal
Hold on,
followers.
I gotta Google this movie. I can't remember what it's called.
But anyway, yeah, let's all be wacky time travelers and do awful
Go back and
things.
fight the dragons.
I'm gonna find younger me and then kill him because he's got my favorite knife or something. All right, I'm ready to keep moving.
We have a solid plan.
I'm gonna keep the letter on me just so I can refer back to it when I need to.
Yeah, solid plan.
As you all continue walking. No. Traveling pretty swiftly at this point, keeping an eye out for any other potential gnome invaders that might be after Ignis. Or other tieflings, who knows?
Project Almanac, that's what it's called.
What's up?
Project Almanac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Multiple.
They also do the lottery ticket thing in that one.
Yeah,
It's such a obvious thing to do, right?
of course.
But as the lot of you continue walking, after about another 3 or 4 hours of overland travel, pretty swift, you start to come across a more tamed forest. The animals seem to almost be standing watch, their eyes locking onto you all as you arrive, not saying anything, just simply watching as you arrive. After maybe another 10 or so minutes of walking, really not much time at all, you hear a loud voice call out, "Halt, travelers! Speak your names and your reason for arriving. We don't take well to outsiders."
Uh, do we hear where the voice is coming from?
It seems to be coming from the mouth of one of the deers.
Fita kind of looks to it. I'm Fita. No one. We're just kind of trying to get through.
Get through to where?
Cave.
Why would you wish to enter this cave? No one.
I kind of look to Garos.
Hmm. Strange person told us to go to cave.
You told waits for you in the cave.
I apologize. First time talking to deer.
Your apology is accepted.
I believe we were told important information, Mr. Deer.
You were told information. What kind of information?
It is like personal spiritual journey, you know? I mean,
Tell him
do
it's
you
about,
understand?
tell him it's about curing the virus.
The deer stares at you, Garros. As it morphs from deer into what looks like a shirtless man with antlers.
Garrus's hands tighten.
He looks like this. He stands about 20 feet away from you all. And he goes, "I would like to hear more, if you think you are getting past me." "I would not like to kill you this day, large, muscular giant. But if I must, I will get my hands dirty and make venison out of your flesh."
Ew.
But hold on, we don't need to go that far.
He looks at Garros. He looks like he would like to go even farther. I am simply matching his energy.
He just has resting barbarian face. It's no biggie.
Yeah, Garrus isn't saying a word. He's just kind of like death staring this guy. Just stare downing this guy.
Jack's gonna kind of like put his hands up, like a come on kind of thing, and like sort of kind of get in front of Garros in between them just a little bit, not completely, and be like, look, we're on a quest to cure this rage virus, and some sort of mythical creature told us that information we need would be in this cave, so we were just gonna have a look around. We're not trying to hurt nobody. We're just trying to help cure this pandemic. Yeah.
The man looks towards you, Jack, studying your every facet of yourself. For a very long moment, there is no response, just him staring, this strange but consistent eye contact. Then nods. He goes, "Very well. I accept. If you offer your names and sign, you may enter."
What sign?
Garros Ares.
He nods as he pulls out this very large tome. It looks like it's hundreds of years old, and you see there are names scribbled throughout it. All you have to do is sign your name.
What happens if we do sign our name?
It would mark you as enterer. And you do want to enter, do you not?
Is this book magical?
You look like you know much of magic, large man.
Can I try and eyeball this book and figure out, like, just from a cursory glance, like what sort of magical effect it would have, or
You
what
can
kind
make
of
an
magic?
Arcana check, see if there's anything magical about it.
Done.
With a
15.
15, you could tell there is no magic emanating off of this book.
Is that for all kinds of magic or just arcane magic in specific?
Just arcane magic specifically.
Can I make a nature check to see if
Sure.
any problem is written?
Go ahead.
Nice.
Oh, it's private.
Reroll using a hero point. Why can I not make it unprivate anymore?
I don't.
There we go. I don't know. That was weird. It said it was private, and it said make it private again, which was even weirder. With a 17, Feha, you can tell there is no nature magic about this either. The book's old and likely is maintained by magic, but like that's more of a cleaning spell type deal to make sure it stays as nice as they could make it. But it is not magical in any other way. Not like a binding contract or anything.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem magical, I guess.
The druid holds out a small pot of ink and a quill.
Just had that on your dear person.
He nods.
Oh, okay. Jack is still a little unsure about it, so he's gonna sort of like shoulder bump Garros and be like, "Go ahead, sign it."
The druid.
Garros will walk up to the book.
As you walk up to the book, Garros, the closer you get, you find your surroundings shift. What looks like the mouth of the cave instead seems to be almost tree-like and naturey, and the closer you get, you would see that it actually looks something like this.
You trick us.
He looks at you and goes, "Only if you are willing to be tricked. Sign, large man."
Garros will look back at everybody.
Amari, wake up. Amari, stand up. Why are you stand up?
Garros wants to look for a name first.
What name are you looking for?
How do I say it in private?
You could message me on Discord if you'd like. I think I know what name, but
Guys, I'm a little tempted to write a fake name. I don't know if it's not.
I was also planning to write a fake name.
I was gonna write elderberry.
are you looking at just the first page, or are you flipping through the pages?
No, I'm gonna flip through the pages, and if he has a problem with me, he has a problem with my axe.
As you flip through the pages,
Wow.
you can see the first name written in this book. However many aeons ago that name appears. Like the literal first name, so this is going back hundreds of years.
Oh, that's a good question. Can you check to see if elderberry's already written in there? It'd be really awkward.
Just put the second on
Same
it.
place twice.
I mean, his note made it sound like he was near here and then he like ran off, but I don't know if he's like actually went inside.
Garros will flip to the most current page and sign, and then move over.
Do you sign your name?
Yeah, Garros has nothing to hide.
I guess Jack will go next. And,
Garros,
Jack, as you look, you do not see Elderberry's name on the first page. Or rather, this page, at least.
it's so incredibly tempted. But Okay, this could backfire astronomically. So, Jack's just gonna write his first name. He's just gonna write Jack, and then put the quill down and move to the side.
Fida will go next and write her name.
Okay.
I guess Amari will also just write her first name since nobody took the risk before her.
Gotcha.
Amazing.
Ignis, are you going to write your name?
I'm gonna approach him, and I'm gonna instead of signing the Rishmuna Frieza page, I'm gonna skip like 5 pages in, sign my name now.
As you start skipping pages, the dear man slams the book shut. He looks at you, goes, "You smell like fire. Burning. You are natural enemy of the druids."
Jack's gonna, take a big step over and say, "Whoa, hold on. Now, we were just, we were just near the campfire, and he got a little lit up. His coattail got caught on. It's not a big deal."
Yes, what is... Introduce yourself, friend. We can smooth this over.
Looks at you, Ignis. Narrows his eyes.
Ignis is catching so much flack.
Become Ignis.
Your name is Fire?
Yes.
Metaphor.
Is your name Metaphor?
For the
Ignis.
It's for the fiery passion of your soul. Say that.
That's up for you to decide.
Nods, he goes, "You may sign on one condition.
Ooh.
First, we dunk you in river. Get scent of burning away."
Is it a cold river?
He looks out at the river. You can see there's a horse drinking from it.
Is that a horse or a unicorn? It looks like a unicorn.
Could be both.
Could be both.
Could be a Pegasus for all we know.
True.
There's also a turtle.
The other side.
And a bird. A
The
bird on a
the
turtle.
Damn.
turtle.
Can I live here?
Look at these little ones.
You hate druids.
Yeah, I do hate druids. Wait. Team. We need a name. But later discussion.
Okay.
Be the
I think if Ignis must be dunked, we should all dunk together.
That's a little much.
No, solidarity.
I mean, I could just make some water on him. It'd be pretty simple.
I prefer that one.
not all my potions are corked and might spill out.
The druid shakes his head. "He must be dunked in the river."
Can I not just make water on him?
No offense, but your magic cannot be trusted.
Kind of looks down at it.
We must see that he is not soul of fire here to burn away our existence.
Honestly, I see where they're coming from.
We have had
Oh.
many invaders as of late.
Oh no.
Acolytes, they call themselves. They have horns like him, but they wear masks of gold in coloration. They shout out in the tongue of the lizards.
Oh.
As such, he cannot be trusted. We
Because
must
I'm
dunk him
born
to be
with
safe.
horns.
And your name is Ignis.
I didn't choose it.
That's a good point.
Everyone knows you could change your name if you don't like it.
But all the paperwork, sometimes it's just too much.
Let's do IDs.
He looks at you and goes, "Yes, but if you are wise and ancient, for example, I was born Roberto. Now I am Leaf Spring."
Yeah, haven't you tried being older, Ignis?
Older and wiser. He nods.
How old are you?
The druid looks at you. I am... He stops. He seems to be doing the math in his head. I am 90 summers and 180 winters.
The hell does that even mean?
Feda just starts to kind of look down at her fingers and slowly count. Blood just stops after a few fingers. Okay, that's
Well,
cool.
you see, my birthday is in the winter, and the winter always comes, but sometimes the summer does not. It has been 180 years since I have seen the sun. Therefore, in 180 years since the summer has happened.
But it's only been 57 years since the rain started.
Look, see,
That's not what he said.
that is not
He
what
said he
said.
hasn't seen the sun.
I'm aware of what he said, but I'm like, don't read
Ignis,
In layman's terms,
do you not
Mr.
listen?
Fire Soul, I am 260 years old. I could tell math is not either of our strong suits.
Was that thunder?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
getting
right.
it. Yeah, I'm getting it too here.
things are not looking good on the East Coast.
East Coast.
Don't worry, it's sunny where I am.
Good for
50
you,
Cent.
bud. You fucking Fire Soul. Right, he looks at you, Ignis. What will it be? You may leave all of your things in bucket. We will not make you wash them. As he whistles, and the horse over here brings you a nice bucket to put your things in.
I just glare at him and throw my stuff in it.
Right this way, if you would, Mr. Fire. As he walks over to the water. Do you follow?
Yes.
As you do. The turtle over here looks towards you, Ignis, and in Infernal, you hear it go. Welcome, brother. It has been long since we've seen one of your kind. Do not let the druids treat you wrong. They are a kind and judgment-free people. All are welcome within the grove. And he watches the turtle just sort of climbs into the water and sinks beneath it. Do turtles need to breathe? It's a good question. Will we ever find out? Who knows? As it just sits submerged under the water.
Does the bird go with it?
Oh, no. The bird flies away. Once the turtle starts to speak in Infernal, the bird flies away.
Fair.
It's a very throaty kind of language, you know. Guttural.
Yeah, he's just gonna throw his equipment in there and just jump in, jump out. There, I've been dunked.
He nods, goes, now, was that so hard?
I glare and take my stuff and walk back.
Stop.
Say that is a yes. It was easy. Now sign, as he holds the book out to you.
Skip 5 pages, sign.
As you skip 5 pages, you would see a second name at the top of this page, as if somebody else had the same idea as you. Do you look at what the name is?
Yes.
The short 3-letter name. A friend of yours. From an earlier time. You would see the name Aki. A-K-I.
Do you know that person, Ignis?
He'll sign and close it and go back.
The druid nods and goes, welcome then, all of you, to the Druid Enclave. Touch nothing that would not like to be touched by you. But otherwise, enjoy your stay. We have many mystical majestics. And if you look to the left, and if you look to the right, you might be surprised that everything around you is alive. And the man just shifts back into a deer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was the druid enclave? Was the druid enclave that I was instructed about? Was that south? That was south, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna kind of hold my hand up for a second.
It looks towards you.
Are you any perhaps related to the Druid Enclave to the south of here?
Those are our mortal enemies.
Oh, cool.
A warring
Why?
tribe. He stops. He looks at you, Garros. Simple. They do not believe in the same rights that we do. What we
is that?
hold in freedom, they hold in slavery. They enslave the elements and use them as tools.
How do they enslave the elements? Do they generate the elements freely and then
I am not a mage, I know not. But I do know that the king of our enclave has cited them as enemy number one. As you say that, you would hear, now, that is enough, brother. They need not know of our strifes and our difficulties. No, they are guests, they are friends. We should welcome them, for they seek to stop the virus that you know as well as I, too many of our kind are afflicted by. No, leave these newcomers be. Relax your questions and bother them not. Let them come, for they come seeking answers. And the figure. You would watch as stepping out of the mouth of the quote-unquote cave that is actually this strange druidic settlement. Seems to be at war with the elemental druids. A large man who almost borders on the same size as Garros.
terrifying?
Of course, he's a little different, doesn't carry a giant fuck-off axe after all.
That's what separates us. Right?
True, that is all that separates them. But this very large man steps out from the cave. He's about 7'5", very stout, very tough looking. He's carrying a large quarterstaff in one hand. He looks like this.
Jesus.
He walks forward with his staff. He goes, "Welcome, newcomers. Welcome, one and all, one and all. I would like to welcome you in the ways that our people know best. With gifts. Would you care for some gifts, my friends?"
Are they good gifts?
They are the finest gifts in all the land.
What kind of gifts did you have in mind?
He whistles very loudly as animals start bringing out small little boxes as they lay them at Ignis's feet. 6 boxes, each about the same size. 5 boxes, sorry, there's 5 of us now. As they lay
They have
these
our names
5
on
little
it.
boxes. No, but they are, in different colors. They have like a little wrapping paper on them. They're not very large, maybe about 6-7 inches wide across. Not giant boxes. He goes, "It is the nature of our people to give gifts out of kindness."
I mosey on over and I pick one up, I guess, the closest one.
Yeah, I will also kind of do that.
Yeah, I'll grab one, rip it open.
As you rip it open, inside of the box you would see a very nice golden ring. Looks pretty expensive, probably would fetch about 150 gold.
Amazing.
Do the rest of you start to open
I
boxes?
open mine.
Yeah.
What's in mine?
You would find in each of the boxes you all have the same golden ring.
I'm waiting for Ignis to take one, and then I'll take one after him.
Sure.
I'll hold up to the last two. Which one do you want?
I'll point to the one in your left hand.
I gave you the one.
Same thing. when I open it.
Yes, same thing.
Nice.
So as like we hold it, is there anything we could tell it makes it different from a regular ring, or it just seems
No,
like a
it's just a nice little
ring
gold
put
ring.
on?
It's a nice little gold ring.
Right, I will put it on.
As you do, it seems to fit perfectly, as if your finger size was measured before this happened. The druid smiles, a very thin smile. You are welcome, all of you. A nice little present, as a reminder of the kindness of our people. Now, I'm sure you have had a very long day to travel here, but, and again, remember to speak plainly and freely, for you are among friends here, and none would seek to cause you harm in any way imaginable. Is there anything additional that I could do for the lot of you? Something to cite perhaps why here you have all arrived?
Jack's gonna put the ring in his pocket and say, "Yeah, we're hunting down information about this rage virus that's going around. You don't happen to? I mean, I thought there was a cave here and there'd be something at the end, but clearly that's not the case. Is there something about that somewhere here?"
Man nods, goes, you speak of the tablets.
I do.
Ah, you may not know of them, but yes, once upon an age back before, there was a cave system here. In fact, it is what our people built this place around to guard the tablets and keep them safe. In fact, we still hold them at the very back, though I'm not sure if you will be able to decipher them. Our druids have spent aeons trying to decipher them to no such luck. We've actually sent word to the King of Sanctuary himself, the Foros, the Goat King, in hopes that he might be able to loan us the talents of his many powerful druids. But so far we have yet to hear back a response.
Maybe you don't need druid.
He
Maybe
looks
you
at you.
need us.
Without a druid, how could we decipher?
There are other people that can do that.
Maybe we could take a look.
I mean, you
Yeah.
are certainly welcome to, but I assure you, if we druids cannot figure it out, no one could. We are the smartest in all the land, after all.
Of course, of course.
But if
Yeah.
you would like, you are very welcome to. Please, right this way, right this way. As he starts walking towards the entrance to this strange, what was once a cave system that has been hollowed out. You can tell this area, at least as you're walking through, does not seem to be
Yeah.
home to many people. In fact, from what it looks like, it's just the two of them that stay here.
I'd like to
Yes.
stop Jack before we continue.
Yeah.
Like I just stick out my hand in front of him as he's walking, just like
Yeah.
stop him.
I assume your massive fucking forearm stops me dead on my tracks.
You said something about scary lizard monsters before.
Yeah, it was in that piece of mail. He mentioned that druid mentioned that those cultists that attacked were some kind of lizard chanting or something. I think that's connected.
I do not trust any druid.
Yeah, these guys seem like a little on their high horse, but they let us into their home and gave us free stuff. So I think that means we could easily take advantage of them.
Garrus will not be like, just look for lizard creatures.
Right. I'll keep an eye out. And like Jack will frown for a bit in confusion, but then he'll like kind of reluctantly wink at Garros.
All right, I'll let him go. I'll raise the what is it called? When you're trying to get your car out of the parking lot, yeah, like
work on this.
the rail.
Oh, yeah. I don't know I can't think of the name for that. But yeah, the blocker.
Yeah.
All right, I am free to go. Whee!
Jack, as you enter into this strange housing system built out of the caves, you could see this first one looks to be a bedroom of sorts, likely for the deer druid based on the iconography and things about. There are empty bookcases that looks like there's been no point ever made to try to fill them with books. There's a single table with a single plate set. The man just walks over, pushes past the little door, and walks into this main entryway as he goes. Oh, I will warn you, the tablets are not something that has been seen by any non-druid eyes for a very long time. But if you would like, I would be happy to show you to them.
Yeah. Is anyone else coming? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine all of us probably.
Okay.
I'm just lazy with my tokens
You're fine.
sometimes.
You're fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Feya, as you are going to walk in, can I get a perception check real quick?
Yeah. Do I need to?
You notice something staring out from the thickest foliage. It looks like... Yeah, I know the thunder's pretty right. You can bring him in here. It looks like nothing you've ever seen before. Humanoid, but not quite human. And as you catch it, you would notice this thing, whatever it is. It does not have eyes, but it does have large horns growing out of its skull. Kind of like Ignis's horns. It looks like this.
Oh, sick.
It seems to be
Ooh.
carrying a spear in one hand and has, looks like tattered clothing wrapped around its waist, almost like a robe kind of covering its lower body. Its skin is a pale gray, and its mouth, it looks like it's been cut into fours. Really weird. But it is watching you all walk in. Or rather, it's staring in that direction. It doesn't have eyes to actually watch.
Okay.
But you get the idea that it's studying you all, for lack of a better term. And here's the
Is
message.
this guy actually there?
Is what the druid man is a deer, yes.
Okay. I'm
He's
gonna
standing
kind
guard. He does not seem to be paying attention to this thing.
I'm gonna try to wave him in my direction.
The deer looks towards you.
And then I'm
He's
just
not
gonna
able
kind
to
of
talk as a deer.
I'm gonna kind of motion in this general direction and do like a horns motion, and then quickly kind of look to see if I can still see the creature.
As you do, you could see the creature. It's backed up about 30 feet, but it is still there.
Yeah, just kind of point the guy in the direction of the horned creature and quickly scuttle
Gotcha.
away inside, and kind of go to the party and kind of whisper, "There's something evolved. There's a weird, like, horned thing here. I don't know what it is, but I told the deer guard to look at it. Hopefully he's able to figure something out."
We should be on our guard for sure. Let's check this tablet first.
And the man walks over to this very nice table in the middle of this room. Jack, as you are approaching, you could feel the magic emanating off of this place. Not in a bad way, it's just there's a heavy atmosphere of magic. This whole cavern, especially this deep in, this is the prime of it. You could tell that walking through this little canopy here towards the table would, for lack of a better term, you would feel the brunt of magic. And this, you would be able to tell even without making a roll. This is meant to expunge away any illusionary disguises or things along those lines that may be afflicting those who walk through. Essentially just another, not that they don't trust you, but just in case that somebody's wearing a magical disguise of some nature, it would be gone.
Okay. Well, Jack has nothing to worry about in that case, so he just strolls through. I guess takes a seat here at the table.
Stroll through and you take a seat. As you do, you can see a glass of wine appears before you.
Jack doesn't drink. He doesn't want to be inebriated in this.
As you see the man walk over towards, it looks like a safe in the wall, as he slowly starts inputting a combination as all of you walk through. Garros, as you walk through, I need a will save, please.
He is not what he seems.
No.
What the?
Garros, you feel a pain in the back of your head as you step through, like a ever-beating migraine. It just doesn't seem to be going away. No damage, but you can feel it building up. The longer you're in this cavern system, you feel it might grow in intensity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little sus.
But as you all are seated, drinks appearing for each of you of variety of nature. You notice as they appear that if you were to speak a word, it would change to whatever you are seeking to drink. And before long, the man manages to open this locked chest, cabinet, safe on the wall, whatever. So he pulls out 3 very large stone tablets, each of them about 1.5 feet long by 1 foot wide. There is writing carved into them by hand, it looks like. They're covered in a protective enchantment that would cause them not to wear down or break due to time passing, though they do look pretty rough, like somebody put this enchantment on relatively recently, and before that they were very weathered and aged. As the man, with a loud grunt, drops the 3 tablets onto the table. And he goes, manners first, where they belong, where they belong. I've given you gifts, but I did not have a chance to introduce myself. And for that, I am dreadfully sorry, my compatriots. Dreadfully, dreadfully sorry. You may call me. And he clears his throat loudly as you hear, Harros. And his name? Harros. This Garros look-alike. And he looks between the tablets to you all and goes, we've had these here for longer than we could imagine. Our ancestors, the druids that found this cave, decided to take control of it for safety's sake, believing that who better to guard it than guardians of nature, as you understand. It's purely natural. But it seems that throughout the ages, our way of deciphering them has kind of vanished. I don't really know why, but anytime we try to read them, it's just like a nonsensical jumble of words. And he shakes his head. But supposedly, as he starts laying them out, these are the order that they go in. As he swaps them around a bit, but he places them up so that they're standing up. And as you all look at them, you can see there's definitely a language it's written in, though hard to tell what just by looking at it.
Dylan,
Yes.
I do want to ask before, what's the limit to the drinks? Is it only drinkable liquid?
What are you trying to conjure?
Arsenic.
She's basically just trying to, because she first did milk, but then she just started doing like a whole bunch of other drinks. Then eventually she's just gonna try lava because she's just curious, I'll be honest.
I imagine you could drink lava, but it probably wouldn't
Only
be
once.
great. I think it would not turn into lava, no.
She just frowns and
Can Jack
turns it
hold
back
up
to
his
milk.
cup and have it turn into poison?
Oh,
Would that work?
I'm gonna say probably, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. He just did it to test it. He wasn't. Or maybe, fill up some vials, but I'll worry about that later.
But wouldn't the residue remain on the glass?
Oh, that's a good question. Would it? Like I switched drinks, but then it's still like covered in poison.
No,
Only one way to find out.
I imagine it's a different cup each time.
Oh, okay. That solves the issue. So these tablets, by the way, are they like stone tablets
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're like
these are-
carved in with words? Or?
Yeah, they're large stone tablets with words carved into them.
and
Are-
what did you say they came from again?
They came from the cave. They were in the wall. My ancestors, they kind of carved them out with hand and foot.
So they're not even like druid tablets.
What do you mean?
They're cave tablets. So being a druid means nothing to reading the tablets.
But we are the druids who guard them. So of course.
Yeah, no, I understand. But friend, I understand.
He nods. Okay.
I would just like to get that out in the open.
Alright, you're also able to read it.
What languages do you speak and or read?
Bro, I only speak common.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah.
Not even Jotun language?
I got some popular languages.
You do get one language as a human.
Do I?
Yeah, you get
He chose common.
common and then one additional language you can do one plus your
Let me
intelligence
read human
modifier.
real quick. Just make sure that's not.
Pick the language that this is written in.
Yeah. Second.
I got Dwarven, Elven, Goblin, and Halfling.
I have common and Muon, which is the wood elemental language because Pathfinder is weird and doesn't have primordial.
That
That's
is
so-
kind of weird, but
That is so weird. Yeah, I know Robert has the fire version of that.
Yeah, they have one for each element, which D&D has as well, but they also just have primordial. But
That's weird. Did you choose your second language, Karos?
Did I choose it?
Or are you just gonna speak common?
I'll do it after the session because then that's like a cop out.
That's fair. That's fair. So, between you all, these tablets don't seem to be legible. But as you're looking at them, if everyone wants to give me a Arcana check, we'll see what happens, please.
can I do a nature check?
Can you do a what?
Nature check?
What are you, a druid?
Kinda.
You can make a nature check, that's fine.
Oh.
A magical check of some kind.
Hell yeah! Thanks, Jack.
woo!
Thank God. 18's not bad. 18's not bad.
Don't know what it is. Game's over. Woo.
I guess Robert went to go fight the chickens. It is 9:30.
Yeah, he went bio.
Yay! Put it in the chat.
He went to go fight the chickens. No,
Mhm.
Jack, as you are looking at it, weirdly enough, you could see the longer you focus on it, the more legible the words seem to grow.
Whoa.
And as you stare for a few moments, you blink a few times, you could see the words seem to be aligning themselves in common for you.
Interesting.
Do you continue looking at them?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I got to see what it says.
As you do, you could feel a pain in the back of your skull building up as you watch it. Excuse me.
Wait,
Can I
wait.
get a will save if you're going to
Okay.
keep looking?
I'm back.
Sure. Shit, where are my saves?
What all did I miss?
Oh, they're over here. Right. The letters are aligning into words, but the longer I stare, my head hurty. So I'm
Okay.
rolling a will save. My weakest save, might I add. As you can see.
Ooh. You do have a hero point.
You're so right. I'm going to use that.
Oh, I mean, it's better.
Let's go.
Not by much.
Garros knows he's not a magical guy, so he's gonna do the only thing he can think of doing. He's gonna take out his little hand mirror and try to see if reading through the reflection will do something.
Oh, like it's written backwards.
Yeah, you know.
You're doing what? I'm sorry. Repeat that.
I'm holding out my little hand mirror,
hmm
and I'm gonna try to read it in the mirror. So I'm reflecting it off the tablets and reading what's in the mirror.
Okay. That's a very odd thing to do. Okay. As you are trying to read it through the mirror, give me a will save as well. As Jack, you find yourself, you're able to read it. You can start to focus on it, and as you read, you do feel blood dripping down from your nose and an
Oof.
acute pain in the back of your head that seems to be building slowly but surely. Do you want to force it and start to read what is written on the first tablet?
Brain hurty, but I gotta try.
Okay, let me get a fortitude save real quick to see how well you are at fighting through the pain. This is to see if you take any
This will
damage.
be great. It'll be no problem. Kaboom.
You're able to keep the pain at bay enough to read what is written on the first tablet. You read, "For those who come in the age after us, for those who are forced to deal with what we could not. It begins as a virus, spreading throughout the world swiftly. A virus that incites an anger unlike anything man should offer. A virus that makes it impossible to see friend from foe, instead seeing all as foe." And you continue reading. Read. "But should this happen, this is only the first of 3 signs. The second, a rising of something, a substance in the air, a veritable mist that causes the bodies to change and grow, turning from human into." And then the next thing where it would say what they're turning into, it looks like it's been chipped away, like someone took like a pick or some other tool and just scraped at it, so that all it reads now is "something cursed." And that is all that is written on the first tablet. Would you like to turn to the second one?
I'm gonna put my head down and just I'm gonna say that out loud
Yeah.
just so everybody is aware, and then I'm just gonna put my head down and put my hands on my forehead like, oof. Someone else try the next one.
Dylan, you said you wanted me to do a fortitude save, a will save, right?
A will save, yes,
Okay. Ooh, can I hero point that?
if you would like to.
Oh, not that bad.
Much better, much better.
Dude, I'm an expert in will saves.
It's so funny. You feel the pain in the back of your mind. This migraine that's been building since you got in here, Garrus. Gets even worse, but would you like to start reading the first or the second tablet?
The second one.
It takes you a bit of time to decipher it backwards, looking through the mirror. And you read, "The third sign is when its physical body begins to present. feeds off of the living and the dead, but it has nothing it can call its own. We did our best to make sure of that aeons ago, that this thing which brings about the end has no body to hold, but it very easily can take over the bodies of the unwilling with strange insectoid-like creatures that enter in through any open orifice or wound on a person. Once enough of them get in, if the person is a worthy host, so they shall become. And once a singular host is made, that host will become the hive that will bring forth more of them. But luckily and then it stops, and you can tell you would have to go to the third tablet. Would you like to try your luck, Garrus? You could feel the migraine in the back of your skull beating something fierce.
Hmm. Well, I'm not bleeding out my face like Jack, so I'll try
No,
the
not
third one.
yet, but your
I just
head
have
is
a nosebleed.
pounding. Jack
Leave me
probably
alone.
probably lost like an ounce of blood through his nose, just a nosebleed.
My
I'll
nose
look
is
around and be
bleeding.
like, does anyone else have bright ideas?
I guess I will try something. Uh, it's probably not gonna work. I'm going to put my hand on the third tablet and close my eyes, trying to kind of
Feel the word? Are you trying to like feel the words like a
Braille?
braille type thing? It makes
something
sense,
along
kind
that
of.
line, but kind of like trying to use her connection to nature and the planes of planes to try to force it a bit.
Hmm. Let me get your choice, occultism or nature.
I'll do nature. 20.
As you are trying to force it, you could feel colliding forces striking back at you. And after a few moments, nothing happens.
You'd see her kind of sigh and close her head and kind of lift her hand off of it. My thing didn't work, sadly. Just gonna look at Ignis and Amari. Any ideas?
I guess I could give it a try. Do I have to roll something for that, or
What would you like to do to try? Do you want to try to
I'll
focus on
try
it?
out of the mirror. That's worked That's
Gotcha.
worked good. Yeah.
Let me get a will save, please.
All right.
Best one so far. As you are looking through the mirror, studying this third tablet, you find the words soon seem to coalesce into something readable. You feel the pain begin to build up, and then it just seems to stop all of a sudden. As you begin to focus and read, you can read. We left something that could help in case it ever tried to come back. A relic capable of curing those infected. Though, of course, it had to have been separated. No one relic can stand in one piece and hope to be maintained. Shattered into three, we hid it throughout the world of Arvlon when life was still young, before anything had chance to grow. Just like these tablets, hidden by magic and nature both. The Relic 3 stands separated, and should this relic be found, the only chance at turning back the tide. But don't let yourselves be tempted O seekers of a new age. For many know of this relic, and many would do their damnedest to keep it from your hands, to keep it from the hands of good, instead using it to recreate an empire of evil that will never rest. And at the end of the tablet, the last thing you see looks like a brief description of this relic, as it were, shattered into 3 pieces and separated throughout the world. One piece of it sent to 3 different parts of the world, from what you're able to read. The first part in the northwest, close to what would be the city of Kalinra. Not Kalinra, sorry, Kalitristas. In fact, probably close to where you all are currently. The second seems to have been sent deep below ground, likely to the Underdark. And the third and final piece of this relic seems to have been sent far to the southeast in the ruins of what was once Arkoth. And as you're reading it, it does note, or so it seems, that once a single piece of this relic is found, you will feel a pull, a guiding force trying to grab you towards the other ones. So, essentially, it's easy once you have one to track down the others. It does seem to cite that the relic is a disc of some sort, and inherently magical outside of being used to combat this, whatever the hell this is. The man looks at you all in wonder as you deciphered this thing that they've been trying to decipher for a very long time. As he goes, "With your talents, I think we may have something that might interest you even more if you'd like to take a trip. It's about maybe an hour travel down through the crevice of this place, but if you would like to, I'd be happy to show it to you."
Oh, Dylan,
Yes,
do you have a handout that has the whole tablet stuff on
I do
it?
not.
Ooh.
I apologize. I could I could repeat it for you if what you need. Somehow.
No.
I was
Basically,
taking some notes while we did that.
cool. I'd basically just have it written down, all of it, of Theater would.
Yeah. So the specifics of it aren't important. It's just the
Yeah.
general gist of it. If it's notes that are specifically important, if it's like, okay, a riddle or something specifically written that you need, I will have it for you. Yes, of course.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just Theta would have it wholly written down just so in case we need to show it to someone.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can.
Question.
Yes.
I missed the first kind of part of that tablet. What exactly does the relic do? Did it mention that at all?
So the relic is able to cure those who are infected. It doesn't cite whether it's with these weird worm-like parasites or if it's the rage virus itself, but it is supposed to be able to combat that and keep people from becoming hosts for whatever the hell this is.
Okay.
And yeah, it's basically citing that the rage virus is the first step. The second step is a strange mist-like substance will descend upon the world that changes people who are stuck within it. And then this third step is these strange parasite-like creatures. Because whatever this is cannot have its own body and requires a host instead.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem. But as you're reading the tablets, there is a fourth stone of sorts, still stuck in the wall, never carved out, though to look upon it causes immense pain in the back of one's skull, to the point that it's almost illegible.
Well, if we were able to decipher these, we have to try for the fourth one. It could have critical information.
No, I agree.
hold on to your skulls, for you never know what will try to dive in there.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Yes, I warn friends, my head is killing me. I do not know why.
As you say that, Garros, you look and you would note out of the reflection of your glass, whatever you're drinking, what would Garros be drinking?
Garros, honestly is too focused on his like own head and like what's going on in front of him.
Mhm.
He'd probably have like water.
You would see reflected in the water the Goat King staring back at you.
Garros smashes the glass.
As you do, water going everywhere. The glass is stuck in the palm of your hand.
Ah,
Why did you do that?
I have my reasons.
Right.
There is a presence,
Hmm?
but only concerns me. Not, how do I say, hostile, more haunting.
Is the presence in the room with us right now?
The presence is always with me.
Ah, okay.
The presence is my fate, and I will conquer it.
Gotcha. Jack doesn't believe a word out of Garrus's mouth. He thinks he's just loony. So he's just gonna nod slowly and be like, mm-hmm.
so will your hand be okay, or do we need to take care of that before we leave?
I am okay.
Okay.
Little chunks of glass sticking out of it, the usual, like paper
Right,
cuts.
yeah. Well,
It's normal. We've all had this happen, We all smash glass.
I am sure Garros has had that happen.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine this is an every other Monday for Garros, the usual.
Bunch of scars on his hands,
But the man takes a step back from the table as he taps his foot 3 times, and the table rises, revealing a small flight of stairs going down.
Whoa.
Yes, if you would like to, and if you're sure your mind can handle it, right this way. Only if you're sure you could handle it.
After you, Garros.
I'll follow.
I will follow behind Garros.
All behind Fia.
Alrighty. As you all follow down this strange path, step by step, takes you down to this tunnel. You tell this is where the cave is at its truest form, where this has not been built up round, this is just left as it was. There's a heavy layer of dust and cobwebs covering everything. And as you are walking, you can see about 15 feet down, pressed into the wall, it looks like the golden frame of a painting. And he points and goes, "It is said that if you focus your sight upon the painting, and if you are chosen as worthy, that it will show to you what it is, the source behind the virus, behind it all."
Sounds fun. How do we try?
You have to get close to it, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not taking another step forward, I'm sorry.
Very well.
But
If you're going to be a coward, then I guess we'll go first.
Call me
Go ahead, Garros.
Call me a coward if you like. I prefer to think of myself as a survivor.
We'll see about that. Go ahead, Garros. Go.
Garrus looks back at Jack. Fine. he'll
Good man,
walk
good
up.
man.
Garrus, are you going to approach this large golden framed painting?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. As you approach, moving ever so carefully, you find it seems to come into light. A flickering image that, as you get closer and closer, seems to blow up. How close are you willing to get? Remember, it was 15 feet away.
It's not hurting me.
Not yet. We'll say right now you're at about the 10-foot mark. This is where something starts to appear on it.
Garrus is gonna put down his jellyfish lamp, just in case. Like, he gets set on fire or something.
Mhm.
And then he's gonna walk 5 more feet.
As you make 5 more feet, it starts to grow more clear. You could see clouds of this strange purple mist begin to roll out throughout the frame of the painting onto the backdrop. You could see a figure. It looks humanoid, maybe about 5'5", 5'6". A sword in one hand, a mask in the other. This looks like their face is entirely rotted off to just bone, and you could see what looks like these same strange green worms crawling around through the figure's skull. Do you want to approach closer?
Yeah.
How close? You're 5 feet away.
I'll go 2 more. I'll go another half the distance.
Okay,
Cause I'm not gonna be like, if I'm like on the painting, I'm not gonna be able to see shit.
yeah. Of course.
You know?
As you move another 2.5 feet or so up in front of it, at this point, the painting changes again. It still has this dark, dreary, clouded landscape. You could see a figure that you would denote as a half-orc almost immediately, from the stature, from the armor they wear, from the tusks jutting out of the figure's mouth, as the figure is kneeling before something. It looks like an altar.
Mhm.
And through this moving picture frame, this magic, very potent magic at that, I will need a will save, please.
Let's go.
You feel a slight pain and then it fades away as quickly as you feel it. You would hear this half-orc begin to mutter in a voice that seems to emanate off of the painting itself, hearing aloud. I've traveled this far. I'm not planning to give up. Your power, I will have it for myself. As you see the half-orc stand, raise a fist, and go to punch at the painting. As he does, the altar, sorry, not the painting. As he does, hundreds of worms burst out of the altar, burrowing into his skin. You hear the half-orc scream. Do you want to take another step closer?
Yeah.
How close do you want to go? At this point, you could tell it probably won't change much unless you're within a foot of it. Do you want to get that close?
Mm. I'll look back. No one has displayed any sort of magical powers yet, right?
Not particularly.
Yeah, no one in our party has.
I mean, you would have seen Feha move water a bit. I'm not sure if you would consider that
Mhm.
You did.
super magical.
You did see me make. You did see her seemingly make water go from hot to cold, pretty fast.
Mm. Can somebody come look at this? It does not hurt. It is just confusing for me.
Jack takes a big step to the side and puts his other arm out, like, go ahead, whoever.
Thea kind of gives you a dirty look and kind of side eye you, but goes forward. And you will join, I almost said someone else's name, Garos.
As you approach, can I get a will save, please?
Yeah, I'm great at these.
I'm sure. Wow.
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 Woo!
Similar to Garros, you feel a singular point of pain. And then it stops, and you just continue walking. As you do so, as you continue to walk closer and closer, once you get to the point where Garros is at and you're seeing this image play out, both of you hear in a low voice a single word called out. You hear, "Witness." What do the two of you do?
I'll move closer.
Where does it seem to come from?
It seems to be emanating out of the portrait / painting itself.
Okay. Yeah, I'll follow behind Garros. Not stepping with him, but stepping kind of a few steps behind him.
Alrighty. And Garros, as you step closer, you could see the half-orc's body rotting away to just bones, a skeletal figure standing there as the half-orc reaches out a hand. It looks like a staff flying towards it. The staff is pointed at you, Garros, and you again hear the same word. Witness. Can I get a second will save, please?
Yes, sir.
Garros, with that one, you feel blood begin to drip down from your nose. You hear the loud drops of it hitting the floor. You feel your brain is running in overdrive. But you also feel like this painting, whatever the hell it is trying to show you something.
Hmm.
Do you want to still focus on it?
Yeah, I'll try to focus until literally it starts like causing me like tons of pain. Like
Gotcha.
until I physically cannot look at it.
As you continue staring, focusing on it until you feel like your brain is going to burn, and at which point you'd have to stop. You would see the figure, the strange half-orc, begin to recoil as a shining blue light. Looks like a second figure has appeared, shining this light onto the figure. You could hear the orc, if it still is an orc, cry out, "No! I won't be imprisoned!" As the light shines onto it for a very long moment, you hear a shattering sound as the light breaks. You would see the skeletal figure staring at you through the painting. Gone is this image of the past that it once looked like. Instead, you find yourself, this looks real. This thing doesn't look like it's in a painting. You see a large hand begin to reach through the painting. And Fia, you see it about to touch Garros's face.
Like it's about to touch him?
Yes. Like it is reaching through, about to grab his face.
Then it's a skeletal hand, right?
Yes.
All right. In one swift motion of kind of like panic, everyone around us would kind of would see in one very swift motion, a strange aura would start to just flare around uh, Theta, as a strange aura that kind of has like water and wood kind of just surrounding her. As I'm going to, oh, that was directly to you. I'm gonna blast this motherfucker.
Gotcha. Are you blasting the painting or the hand?
I imagine it would probably basically just strip both, just like try and skewer, and
Gotcha.
it would be this would very specifically be a vitality attack.
Repeat that.
Vitality. I'm going to use wood and vitality, which is positive. But
Gotcha.
should it make a damage roll?
That's making an attack roll, no?
Yeah, attack roll.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what I
yes,
meant.
yes. Yes.
16.
As
18,
you
sorry.
blast the hand, you see it pierce through. But at the same time, Garrus, I will need one more wisdom save. Will save, thank you. That's what I meant. You know what I meant.
I know.
Garrus, you hear this thing's voice in the back of your mind, and you would note this is not the first time you've heard it. You've heard this right before the rage virus struck you. A voice inciting you to madness, inciting you to attack, to kill. As you hear, wait for me, child. You shall be my new host. As the hand shatters, and the image on the painting on the wall goes completely blank, and you see a stone wall staring back at you.
Did we all hear that, or just Garros?
Only Garros hears that in his head.
Copy that.
Vito would kind of quickly run over to Garros, get closer to Garros, kind of look up. Are you okay? That was kind of an impulsive thing, I'll be honest. Impulsive thing? You good?
Without impulse, you grow moss with indecision. Sometimes decision must be made. I am fine. This place, there is a, how do you say,
Evil?
filth here. It is like the remains of something. Like when slug leaves its little slime. It is like that. It tried to talk to me. Tried to corrupt me.
Well, I'm glad I was able to stop that.
Thank you.
And this is pretty much on edge at this point. She won't dismiss her aura. It's just gonna, as the elements are gonna basically just be floating around her.
Gotcha.
That is impressive what you do.
Yeah, I don't really know how it happens. It's recent development.
As
Well,
you say,
that's
as you say this, all of you hear from above. Haros, we're under attack! Quick, to arms! Ah! And then a scream of pain. And then it is all silent.
Question.
Yes.
Does the cave go deeper?
It does seem to. As you are looking, the wall where the painting is, There is the narrow outline of what looks like a door. Like if you were to push on it, you could push right through into deeper into this cave system. And with the painting currently inactive, you could tell whatever enchantment or whatever the hell source for this magic, it does seem to be out for the moment after it was disrupted by Fia's attack / magical thingy-majig.
So this painting considered the fourth tablet, or is that a different thing?
Yes.
Okay.
That's basically what you would say. This is the only other thing of note in regards to this, but he can't get close because it drives him mad every time he tries to.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, because whenever you get close, whatever is inside of it tries to reach out and grab you.
Right. Did we see the grab, by the way?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you always seen the hand reaching out.
Okay, we just couldn't see anything else.
Yeah, you just didn't hear or see anything else. You all would see, for the rest of you, it would look like a hand reaching out of the wall, trying to grab Garros, probably by the throat.
Close call. Okay. Jack's just gonna, sort of tense up, look around, and say, "There's another exit. The cave seems to go further here. This other map we got from Elderberry, I think follows the cave system to wherever he marked X on the spot. What do you think we should do?"
Well, we probably shouldn't just leave these guys. We gotta help them, protect them.
I agree. They gave us gifts.
And plus, it
They
might be
gave-
the Inquisitors.
Even
Oh,
more
I don't
reason
think it
to
was.
leave down the cave.
I don't think it is
It
the
is
Inquisitors.
Inquisitors. I would love to hit an Inquisitor.
I'll be honest, I don't think it's the Inquisitor. I really don't think so, but let's go.
Jack looks back and forth like he's debating just running off by himself, and then goes, and then he follows the rest upstairs.
Alrighty. As you follow upstairs, moving up inside this room, nothing. You could hear the sounds like something or someone being dragged, like a very loud, very large, heavy someone or something coming from outside.
Mm-hmm. Jack's gonna wait for someone else to make the first move.
I guess I'll go first.
Attaboy Garros.
I'll follow behind him.
Not like we're 4 melees in the party.
True.
I consider myself a hybrid.
Definitely not a melee.
Yeah. So we can't see anything because this is like a cave right here. Like we can't see anything outside here.
Yeah, you would have to walk to at least here because there's a door.
Yeah. I'll come here and
As
then
you-
try to open the door.
Yeah.
Come on, Amari, this way.
As you try to open the door, it doesn't budge. Like somebody put something like a chair up against it.
Damn it.
Guess I'm trying to knock it down.
Let me
Just like
get an athletics roll, please.
22.
The 22, you managed to barrel through the door, knocking it free. As you could see a trail of blood leading out of the cave.
I'm chasing after it.
As you do, you would see the deer man. He is unconscious on the floor.
Mhm.
It looks like 2 creatures are dragging him forward. 2 of these things.
Oh.
Both of them have pretty large gashes across their stomachs. Like they were just gored by the man's antlers.
Hell yeah.
And they're just dragging him. Their backs are turned. You can see, it doesn't look like they're dragged by. It looks like each one of them have their spears pinned into like his cape, and they're kind of just pulling him along.
uh, was I anything?
Should we just attack?
Yeah, I mean, do they see us?
They have their backs turned towards you, and Fia would have mentioned that they don't have eyes. I imagine you would have said that, right, Fia?
Yeah, I would just describe the creature. I would have described the creature before when I first saw them.
Yeah, they don't look good. So I guess we'll.
Do they,
There's no such thing as surprise rounds in Pathfinder, right?
no. Do they look Do they look undead in nature?
You can make a perception check.
24.
They don't look undead.
Cool.
They definitely look weird, but not undead.
Cool.
I mean, do they seem like they're hostile to us, or they just like?
Oh yeah, they're dragging
Oh,
this
they're
dude
100%
away.
hostile.
They're dragging this dude away.
Well, they're dragging him away, but like maybe I'm cool.
Well, that's up to you guys to decide. As you see them dragging him away, they're gored, they're a little beat up. Let me
I'd
make
like to
a
fight, though.
perception check, Jack.
Sure. There it is. Bam.
You can see out of the corner of your eye, maybe about 60, 70 feet away. It looks like in the direction that these figures are dragging. One of the heavily armored inquisitors.
Uh-oh.
The only difference is the figure's eyes are glowing a deep green in color. You could see his hands as he's holding them out, all of the flesh has been eaten away from his hands, or perhaps rotting away, as it's just skeletal fingers. As he's watching this happen,
We got a bug
large
boy.
smile on his face.
Yeah, I think we gotta fight.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Want the one on the left? I get the one on the right.
Somebody take a swing.
All right. How do we start this? If no
Give
one.
me
Yeah.
1 second.
Okay.
Cool.
One. Hannah, I want to thumbs up your meme, but I don't. It won't let me.
Wait, what? It won't let you?
Yeah, I can't like react with emojis to anything.
Let me fix settings.
Well, thank you.
Free me!
I apologize. I didn't know that happened.
It's the man holding me back.
There were no reactions in this Discord.
I noticed that
That's
earlier.
so weird. Yeah, it should
was-
not. It should not be like that.
I was gonna thumbs up your, session reminder, but I was like, oh, it's not there.
Yeah, that's
Weird.
A little weird. Add reaction. I see what happened.
I demand emoji rights.
It should be on like normally. I don't know. Discord's so stupid.
Ah,
It should work now.
freedom. Thumbs up.
It should.
All right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Discord is very just. If I don't mess with settings, I guess I forget to do things. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So you see these? That's what I was trying. I was fixing this thing to have an actual. Be linked to the sheet, not just the token. Is what I was doing.
Gotcha.
But you see these creatures are dragging him. He is pretty clearly unconscious. I'm just gonna do. Where's unconscious? There we go. And they're
Oh my
dragging him
god.
away.
Love how he got like the additional status.
Yeah,
effects.
it's really nice. As we are going to no, they'll be like right there. Yeah, because they're dragging him. As we will go to our first initiative of the game.
Whee!
I'm going to throw both of the spear guys and the Inquisitor up on the initiative bar. But
All right. I shouldn't be first because I'm not playing the Giga Druid.
So
Dude, it's
Amari, for
okay.
your initiative, you're going to click on your token on the main page, and then
Okay.
go to your sheet, and you're going to click where it says Perception for initiative. So on the left-hand side, where it has like your HP and stuff, right?
Mhm.
It'll say Perception up top. They'll say Initiative with Perception with a little +5 next to it, right below it, and you click on the little die.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
Thank you.
Garros with the fucking 12.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's a Morgan rule.
Well, the Inquisitor could still roll lower.
Well, I almost did.
I was wrong. Alrighty. So, in initiative order, we start with the first of these figures. It turns, looks back towards you all. Its mouth opens, the four winged flaps opening as it begins just uttering some strange sound. And it's
Question.
going. Yes.
Is there any way to get the initiative like on my main screen?
Yes.
Yeah, click
You can right
over
click it.
and then right click it.
Yeah, where it
Where it
says,
says round
encounter-
one.
Yeah, where it says encounters. You
Oh,
can
there we go.
It'll pop
All
up.
right, thank you.
Yep,
Thank
yep.
you.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. But this one is
So we
going
saved
to...
the best for last year.
Are you all positioned where you would like to be? You're honestly welcome to position anywhere before the druid guy, anywhere you want on the map.
I think
Yeah,
I'm fine
probably
where I
good
am.
here.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe Namar, you want to be further forward there?
Yeah, as a melee,
Yeah, we're kind of
Get in
unflankable right
there.
now.
Come on.
Alrighty.
Wait, we need after this fight we have to talk about tactics, team.
Hit it till it dies!
I like
No.
that strategy.
Tactics. Anyway, goodness. This one, its mouth opens. As its mouth opens, you could see each of the four little flaps of its mouth have eyes. Eyes that are
Ew.
staring at you as it runs straight at you. But you notice they're wielding spears. They have reach.
Oh.
As it's going to make its first strike. First attack of the game. Do I crit on Robert? I do not.
No.
Ooh.
Woo,
Thank God.
Second attack. Both of those will miss. As its mouth is still open, the eyes are staring at you. Jack, it is your go.
All right. I am going to use. I'm going to use. How do I put it in here? Quick bomber. It's a single action. I could pull out a bomb and throw it.
Got you. Okay.
So I'm going to throw a bomb at this one here. Where's my target button? Bam. And then here we go. There's that.
Holy shit. Yeah, that'll hit.
Awesome. So,
And just roll damage.
roll attack. Yeah, he should also be afraid. Yeah, he takes 6 mental damage.
Got
and
you.
an additional 1 mental splash damage. And he is frightened 1.
That's fucking funny.
Fear me if you dare.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to point at the other one and say, "You're fucking next." I'm going to try to demoralize him.
Alrighty. Attempt an intimidation check.
Oh, within 30 feet. Hold on. Is he 30? He
I
should be.
think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's 30.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty. Let's get an intimidation check.
Right, here
If the target does
goes.
not understand the language you are speaking, or you're not speaking a language.
Yeah, that's a
These
good
things
point.
talk.
Does he speak common?
That's a very good question. We'll say yes.
All right. Here we
We'll
go.
say yes.
24.
That is a success.
He is frightened 1.
Alrighty. And that's on the other one, right?
Yeah, I was on the other one.
Got you.
And I guess for my last action, I can't think of a good thing to do here. I don't want to move. Kind of like the spot. Any ideas from the peanut gallery?
You.
Last action.
Yeah, I got one more action. I mean, I could throw another one. Throw another
How
bomb.
far is your range?
Should be. It's like 20 feet.
Oh, then I think you're good. Honestly, I think you're good here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just give up my last action. I don't need it.
Gotcha. Amari, it is your go. So just as a reminder, so for Pathfinder, it's a 3-action system. So
Okay.
movement is an action. You can move up to your movement speed, which is I think 25 or 30, one of those two.
Okay.
Other than that, you can make strikes. Each strike you make counts as an action, and then when you make additional ones, it goes down by 5 each time, unless you have something that changes it. And I know you have the fighter feat to double attack, I believe, right?
I have double slice.
Yes. So for
So is
double slice, you make 2 strikes, but you use your
Okay.
current, so you don't get a penalty to it,
Okay, beautiful.
unless it
So
doesn't. Okay, I say yeah.
okay. Am I within range to come up to the second one over here?
Yeah, you can move up to him,
Okay.
and that would be your
And
first action.
Yep.
And then you could use your second action to double slice.
okay. So do I click just the words double slice?
No, you would click your longsword strikes, I think. You click double slice check first. I could be wrong.
So click both strikes under each longsword, or
Yes.
there's
Oh, I see.
one.
Okay, no. So there's a little check mark at the top of your actions that says double slice second attack. Click that off for the first one.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
On where it says your strikes are, there's a little checkbox at the top.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
So your second attack will have a -2,
Okay.
but your first attack will be at a +8. I mean, you hit regardless, so you're good. You can just make a second attack.
Okay. All right.
And then just click strike +6 again. Alrighty, both of those will hit, and then you could click and roll damage. Where it says damage, just click that.
Okay, in each of the windows.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a 4
And
and a 6, and as you strike at this one with a variety of swinging blows, he falls to the ground dead. Its weird eyes and its mouth didn't even get a chance to open as it just drops. You see its spear clatter to the ground next to it.
Wow.
And it is dead. Tisk tisk. Fia, it is your go. Did you make a circle?
Yes, that is my circle. It is my kinetic aura.
Okay. Wait, you need it up then?
I probably don't need it. I don't have a aura, so I'll delete it for now. But eventually I'll probably just need it constantly up. It's so
there has to be a
dumb.
way to do auras.
I don't know.
Has to.
I think there absolutely is, but for Kineticist right now, it's not the.
Got you. They don't have.
They didn't automate
yeah,
it yet,
that
so you have to do
makes
it
sense.
manually. I don't know how to do it manually.
That makes sense.
All right, so yeah, I'll do this. I'm going to use the like that as in a 10-foot burst here. This is in a 10-foot burst here. All creatures in that area are going to have to make a basic reflex save as chilling as snow starts to fall.
Got you. You make it snow. That's funny.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Chickens?
No, it's a wasp.
oh my god.
That's not a chicken.
Keep it away. I'm allergic.
Alrighty. It has to make a reflex save.
It fails, and it takes 5 cold damage,
As
and
cold
oh, wow.
falls onto it, You see this thing's body starts to shrivel up, much like an insect.
Fucking hate this.
What?
You know, you're just like slam.
Leave Robert alone. He's under attack.
He is under attack.
He rolled initiative IRL.
He's under
Bro.
attack, man. Leave him alone. Don't be mean to him.
He had the 1v1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the 1v1
I actually hurt my hand doing that.
Ooh, recoil.
That guy is so far.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. All right, Ignis, it's your go, bud.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
Unless
get
you
him,
have anything else,
boss.
Fia, I'm sorry.
I will move, I guess, a bit forward.
Is that one action or two actions?
2 actions.
It doesn't say on it. That's weird. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's weird. It says for me.
That's even weirder.
So
Anyway,
I'm
no,
gonna
you're fine.
move
Yeah.
to here, behind the snow. Oh, and everything in this area.
It's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't walk in the snow.
Yes, it's hard to walk in snow.
Alrighty. Ignis, what would you like to do?
I will use 2 actions to stride over here.
Okay.
And no action. I'm just gonna end my turn now.
You only used 2 actions to stride?
Hmm?
You only went twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to use the third action to stride?
No.
I guess that makes sense. Doesn't want to stride into its range.
Exactly.
Just get fucking
big
I
beat.
want him to, though.
I know you do.
Alrighty. This man. Oh, that one's dead. This man looks out at you, Ignis. Looks at his dead. You hear him call out, his voice rotting and broken like a zombified essence. Is that all you've got? Rise, children of the damned! Rise and kill them now! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As you hear him shout, as both of the creatures rise with 5 HP.
Oh,
Oops.
terrifying.
And this one's still. Does anything happen if it's just difficult terrain, correct?
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain for the guy.
Alrighty. And Garros, you see them rise, their wounds knitting shut.
Well, I saw Amari just annihilate this one, right? So I'm not really no offense, I'm not really too worried about Amari. I think you got that.
You think you can
Well,
handle
thank
it?
you.
Yeah. Handle it!
Handle it!
Difficult terrain. Do I get into the difficult terrain?
You don't
Can
need to.
You could
Can I
just go
step-
up.
No, but I want to help out Maya.
That's fair. I think difficult terrain is just double movement still, just like 5e.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. You don't need to get into difficult terrain to hit him.
No, but I'm
He
flanking.
wants to flank them.
I must flank.
I don't think you need
I must flank, but I don't have enough movement.
Guys, I completely forgot Amari had poison on her blade.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, but then you said he dropped dead, and I was like, well.
So to be fair,
it would
they,
have been a moot point at that point.
yeah,
Actually,
they
you
only
know
have
what?
10 HP to be fair.
So, question:
Yes.
Is the poison gone now? Because I just sliced him up, or do I still have some?
They would probably be gone, yeah.
I think he would be gone.
Rude.
I'd expect him to stand back up. I mean,
Yeah.
I did not
Okay.
plan for this.
Alright. Garrus goes, I believe in all of you. As he takes off, boom! He uses all 3 actions to run up to this guy.
Boom, boom,
Just with his big axe. As he
Don't
like
forget.
stands over.
Eros, you got poison too.
Yeah, that's all 3 of my actions.
Alrighty. This one, right in front of you, Fia, stands up. Its mouth opens, its wounds having knit shut. As it smiles, it goes to start stabbing you.
Just take an action to stand up.
It does take an action to stand up.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Strike.
Is there an attack of opportunity that happens if I have that?
So for attack opportunity, they have to either try to move out of your square. So like if this one up here, oh, oops, I'm not clicking right. If this one up here tries to move away, you could take attack of opportunity. Or if it tries to,
Okay.
1 second, I think it's also
It's
cast
like
a
a
spell.
manipulate action.
So basically,
Yeah.
whenever it does anything,
Yeah,
So when he stood up, should I have been okay?
Do you have
No,
the
just-
attack of opportunity
Yes.
feat?
she does.
I do.
This
Okay,
one's
then
still
yeah.
on the floor. The other one stood up.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Fia.
No, you're totally fine. The
No,
bottom
that's
one
fine.
stood up. So it woke them up, but they're still prone to that point. I will mark that. So Foundry changed a bunch of stuff, so it's not flat-footed anymore. It's
Yeah.
off-footed.
Yeah, that's because Pathfinder itself changed a lot of their
Yeah.
rulings to get away from D&D's names.
Yeah, which is really, really funny.
I mean, also off-footed makes more sense.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's just really
Oh, yeah.
funny. I thought they would wait until everything was officially out.
Yeah,
Anyway.
kind of strange they changed it already. I think.
They changed a bunch of spells too. Like it doesn't matter for
Yeah.
this game, but for
Yeah.
some of my other ones, I'm like, yeah, I know people have these spells.
Yeah, it's they from what I know, they just did a
They-
little bit of it just so you can use Rage of Elements.
But they
Because,
didn't change it on people's sheets, so it'll still be listed as the old thing, which is really funny.
well, with spells, you could still use the old version of
Yeah,
spells.
yeah. Which is really funny. But anyway, that was one attack. It still has a second attack. It's going to try to spear you again. There we go!
Uh-oh.
Bye, Fia.
Bye, Fia.
Honestly.
Womp.
That's 8 points of damage.
Fea's down.
Are you up still, Fia?
Is that critted?
That is a crit.
Oh, yeah.
Are you down?
No.
Damn. As it crits with its spear, it's going to activate its Storm Smite. As it releases a blast of lightning in a 10-foot burst centered on the target.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. I have a...
It just
It hits the druid.
14.
So you'll take half of 1 damage.
Alright, nice.
1/2 damage. Let's go.
1. Yeah, I have a decent chunk of HP. I probably have...
Yeah, because you're a Constitution caster, I forgot.
I
Yeah.
was so excited for
Oh,
the crit.
thank goodness.
I was so excited. I was like, oh, it's going to blow up Jack, too. I was so excited.
Dylan, does the druid need to make a save?
No, he's not in the blast.
Hey, he was 10 feet.
Oh, he wasn't.
No,
No, because
10
isn't it
feet
only
from
the
the
squares?
target.
Druid. The
Oh.
Druid. He technically would, but he's unconscious, and I don't have a sheet for him. So we'll just say he fails.
And dies.
Where'd dying go? There we go. He's dying happy now.
Yes.
All right, Jack, it is your go. You just saw these things drop. Get right back up again.
That's no good. All right. I'm going to single action stride, and I'm going to move like here. Oop. And then I'm going to take a swing with my claw blade at this creature.
Got you.
Kia.
That'll miss, sir.
Unfortunate.
Would you like
I'm going to
try
hero
again?
point that because I really want to hit.
Got you.
It's been 2 hours. I got another
It has
one.
been 2
So
hours.
here we
so
go.
yes, everybody would have a
Bam.
hero point. And 18 will hit.
Let's go.
Yes.
So here is the damage.
You
It's going
knock
to be
it.
6.
You knock it back down.
But it gets up
Man.
again.
My poison's gone now.
Ain't nothing gonna keep it down.
Just on that same wavelength.
Let's hope it
Bro,
stays-
this campaign we're friends.
Let's hope it stays down. You still have 1 action, Jack. What would you like to do with your last action?
Throw a
What
bomb
about
at
this?
Raya.
Oh,
Do you? I think
my
you...
poison. It's been so wasted.
Don't worry, I'll put good use to it.
Didn't you just use 3 actions?
He stepped
No.
and he claw bladed.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Stroke.
forgot. It was hero point.
Yes.
Yeah, I hero pointed that bad boy. I'm just gonna take a step here, I guess. Nope. Stride for my last action. That's me.
Alrighty, Amari, it is your go. This thing is still prone on the floor,
Okay.
but you did watch
Can I
it
just
get back up again.
like wake up? Yeah. Can I just stab at it on the ground with
Yeah,
one
by
of
all
these?
means.
Okay.
You get some kind of bonus because they're prone.
I believe
To melee.
so.
So what's the difference between each of these actions, like double slice, exacting strike, or does it not matter? Do I just hit strike with my longsword?
Exacting strike. You make a control attack. You can't defeat your moment to make a strike. The strike can swallow it. Okay, so for if you're not going to double slice because there's no reason to, because just the one target within range, you want to exacting strike because it gains the does not. So with exacting strike, if you miss, it doesn't count towards your multiple attack penalty,
Yeah.
which is the -5.
Okay.
Though I will say, exacting strike does have the press trait, which means you can only use it while you're currently being affected by map, which is the multiple attack
Oh,
penalty.
I see. Okay.
So that's to be your second attack.
Could you use that with double slice then?
Yeah, you could double slice, and then you would be down 2 map,
I see. Okay.
and then you can exacting strike
Got
to
you. That makes
not
sense.
lower it if you fail.
Okay. So I think for your instance, you just want to regular strike him right now.
Okay, so just with one of the long swords, just hit strike.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, if you hover over the empty target and hit T, you can target them.
What was that? I can.
Hover over it with your mouse and press T on your keyboard. There you go. And now when you click an attack, it will target it for the attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You get
Thank
auto
you.
rose against their AC.
Makes things a little easier. That's a crit.
That's a very good hit. That is a crit. So now you click.
Pathfinder crit log.
Now you
So do I
click.
hit critical or
Yes, you
damage?
hit critical instead, and it'll auto roll the crit damage. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Spiders are
melee is
powerful.
ridiculous. I love melee in this game.
Yeah, you just slice through this thing. Hopefully, it does not get back up again.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't get up this time.
It's true. It didn't even get up.
You still have 2 actions if you'd like to move and whatnot.
I don't know. I don't trust it's not getting up, but I think I'm gonna camp on the body for now.
Gotcha.
Friggin' spawn campers.
All right.
Teabag.
We're going to go to Fia then. Fia, it's your go. How long does this snow last?
I don't know. Let me see. I'll be honest.
I don't read my spells.
Each square of the drift lasts until it melts, either naturally or
Yeah,
by fire.
Bro, I need that spell.
I imagine it would melt by now. We're gonna say it just
Okay,
melted.
cool.
I can't see snow. It's raining.
It's raining.
24/7.
It
It's
is
slush.
raining.
It's
You guys are-
slush.
You guys are cowards.
That's even more difficult terrain, actually.
God.
Readings one's skills is a
That's
crutch for those
no.
players that rely on skill. I butchered the quote, but you get
I
there.
can only move 25. Oh, just
Damn,
barely.
I need a.
You can add waypoints when you move.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. I'll move to here. Then on myself. Actually, no. From here, I'm going to.
Yo, buff me.
I am.
But the tree!
As you see right here, as you see in this space right. Fucking ping it. So annoying. Right here in this space right here, the 5 feet right next to Garos, a fucking tree appears.
The
A
tree.
A weirdly symmetrical tree.
The hero.
The king.
So it just conjures a protector tree.
Yes.
All right. 1 sec.
Like,
One second, I got it. One second, I got
I
it.
got the protector tree.
The icon of the tree is so funny. It's like the tree's giving a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, he got your back.
No, that's the real trick.
This is
That's the real
Whoa.
trick.
Oh,
Fred.
boy.
Gareth's like, huh?
I put it on your in your folder. You're the owner of it. You can place it whenever you cast it, wherever you want to put the
Nice.
tree.
Oh wow, that would have
Right
been
there.
nice.
Protector trees right there. The tree doesn't move, but Garros, it feels like you can feel the branches giving you a pat on the back. Then you look back and it did not move.
Faya, anything else?
That's me.
Ignis, it is your go, sir. Here's a protector tree. You feel very protected.
First action, stride.
Okay.
Second action, I'm going to faint.
Okay.
Make a deception check.
Attempt a
Yes,
deception check against his perception DC.
You know the
Classic!
Use it.
No, but-
you have
no,
I am
advantage.
on continue.
buddy. He's already flat-footed. You
I'm
gotta
going to hero point that.
Sure.
Ooh.
19. Yes.
There you
I have panache. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, panache. That's what you need.
Yes.
This target
Seems
is
to get
off
that.
guard against the next melee attack that you attempt against it.
Bro, you're okay.
Okay, and you have one action left, I believe.
Spend that panache,
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to put it back on.
bro.
my
You're
phone.
like Jamie in Street Fighter 6.
There it goes.
He needs his drinks.
he
And-
does.
I don't get that reference. Please provide
Sorry.
another one.
And then for my last action, I'm going to strike. Miss.
Oh,
Well, you tried your best, sir.
Yep, and that's my turn.
Okay. That is down. He looks towards you, Garros. You see from his arm, from his sleeve, what looks like 5 or 6 tentacles shoot out, coiling around his hand. As he goes, "Bad barbarian!" As he goes to swing down at you.
I don't like that.
Bad barbarian. And
He most likely will have
Garros does a 15.
No. it. He just boxed me on the head and I just take it.
How about a 13?
No.
And there's a last ditch effort. With his other hand, his fingers jab into you like a dagger. Or attempt to. Oh my god!
Right.
As Garrosh just stares him down, unimpressed.
Garros, it's your go, sir.
I'm clumsy. 1 second.
You are clumsy.
Alright. Garros first. He just stares at him. When he rages, literally nothing changes about him.
Nothing changes about him. Okay.
He just stares him down like you can't even notice like anything.
Okay.
He's gonna strike first. 15?
Is it an action to rage?
Yes, it is 1 action to
Yeah,
rage.
you're flanking him. That hits.
18 damage.
What the fuck?
Oh, gosh.
As he goes,
You strike into him. It doesn't feel like you're cutting into flesh, however.
Alright. Listen, second attack.
No.
I'm gonna. No, I'm fine with that actually. As I just stare him down with like axe, just like slowly pulling out of him. That's my
Alrighty.
turn.
At the
Yeah.
end of your turn, this thing, it is dead. It is not rising again. He's
Ooh.
distracted. Jack, it is your go.
All right. I tell you what I'm gonna do on this druid right here. I'm going to administer some first aid.
Got you. Let me get a medicine check, please.
Certainly. Oh, whoops! It's a target creature is not dying. Target this one. There. I didn't know it even targeted this. All right. Bam.
That is a success.
They lose the dying condition, but they remain unconscious.
Gotcha.
I'll take it. And then for my last one, I guess I will stride. What's my movement? 25, I think it was. Yeah. All right. Ooh. I guess I'll go here. Just step over him after I patch him up. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Amari, it is your go. These things do not seem to be getting back up. The man definitely seems distracted.
Alright, then I guess I'll try to run over, see if I can get in on the action over there. I was trying to check my how much can I move per action? I can move
25, I believe. Yes,
Yeah.
25.
alright. So
You can move like right up here next to him for 2
okay.
actions.
Beautiful, I'd love to do that. Maybe if it lets me. I'm I'm sorry, I'm trying to drag my token.
I got you. Yeah, it's because you're on the ruler. You gotta go back to the other one. I got you.
Oh, thank you.
No
Okay.
problem.
And then I'll hit him with my sword. Oh.
That's not a crit. That's still a hit, though. It would be a crit on the other guy.
Okay. Alright,
just
so
roll
just roll
regular-
damage.
Just roll damage. 6 points of damage. Not bad. Not bad. Alrighty. And Thea, it is your go.
Already.
And Amari, you as well. It doesn't feel like you're cutting into flesh when you're striking him.
Alright. I'm going to move literally just like up here. And then spending 2 actions, I'm going to use a more forceful elemental blast.
What does this mean?
Basically just does more damage.
Gotcha.
So that's a secret roll.
That is not a good roll.
I will hero point that.
Sure. That
Okay.
is not a good roll.
Nice. Again.
Lying, that hits.
There we go. I'm going to, and this guy has a skeleton part on him,
Oh no.
right?
What are you asking that for?
This guy has skeleton parts on him, right?
Seems to, yes.
All right.
Bone
I'm going
shake him.
to. It's set it untyped, but it's a vitality damage.
Gotcha.
Huh?
Vitality's positive. They just renamed it.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, on this guy, it doesn't seem to have any extra effect.
Okay, but it still affects him.
Yes. You note as this strikes, as he's getting really weak, his mouth is open, and Ignis, before your turn, you see what looks like worms trying to escape out of his mouth, as if like the host is in danger of dying and they need a new one. Anything else for you?
Nope. That's my turn.
Ignis, it's your go, bud.
Okay, yeah, well, that's disgusting. First action, strike. Yes.
That'll hit.
4 damage.
Classic.
And second attack, I'm going to use a finisher.
Okay.
A finisher.
Finish him.
Yes.
Finish him.
Shame. But I still do half my precise damage, though.
What's precise damage?
Like sneak attack.
Yeah,
Oh.
basically. Well, but only active when he has panache.
2d6.
No, it's 1 damage.
If the
Because 2d6
strike is
if
part of
strike
the
hits.
finisher, it has to.
No, the precise damage changes.
So it's 1 damage he takes.
You deal 2 damage, additional precision damage on normal. You still take half your precise damage. So it takes 1 damage. It still takes 1 damage.
Okay, that's funny. Anything else, bud?
Wait, no. I don't
think
think that's right. No, you roll 2d. You still roll the 2d6. You
That's
just
only-
take half. No, that's take half of that because it's a finisher.
Yeah. I think
You-
I think you take the 2d6. Otherwise, it'd be kind of terrible.
Yeah, whenever it's basically you always have a +2 damage with finesse or agile weapons, but when you use when you use finisher, you gain the precise damage becomes 2d6, and on a failure, it's half that.
Okay. So it takes full damage.
Much better, much better.
Yeah.
Might make the difference.
And I don't think I lose my panache either.
You do.
I do?
think you
Okay.
do when you make
Yeah, powerful actions, including Confident Fissure, can only be used while you have Panache and you lose Panache.
Sorry, buddy. Alrighty.
Make sure.
He
Bring
is
it on.
going into and he's going to enter into his fanatical frenzy.
All right, listen. I have one less AC. He should hit me.
What's your AC currently?
My AC's like 16 right now.
And he's going to start swinging his tentacles at Garros. Are you fucking kidding me? He has a
Jesus.
+10!
Missed by
Wow.
one. Hello.
20
Okay, that'll hit. Let's go.
7
That-
points of negative damage.
No, no, no.
Oh,
The tree gets in the way.
oh yeah.
The tree leaps in front of the tentacle slam.
It doesn't even kill the tree, by the way.
Oh no.
The tree is rotting and necrotic. Garros, it is your go.
He looks to the tree and nods his head, thankful.
Why are you
So that's-
clumsy?
Bro,
I'll explain
That's
later.
his barbarian
Okay.
subclass.
Attack.
Oh.
That'll hit.
14 hits.
Yeah, he went into a rage.
17 damage.
Plus 10 Your rage? What?
Yeah. Do you want me to explain?
As you strike Garros, his body falls to the floor, not moving. The worms erupt out. I will need a reflex save from Garros, Ignis, and Amari.
Ah.
Garros and Amari. The worms seem to latch onto your skin as they attempt to burrow in. Both of you take 3 points of damage. Oh boy. As you feel these worms burrowing into your skin. We are out of initiative. What do you guys do? They're just latched on and like burrowing with their razor sharp digging into you.
I'm screaming and ripping out. Absolutely having a bad time.
My water skin has liquor in it. I'm gonna pour it in the hole in the.
You pouring
There's-
liquor onto them?
Yep.
They seem to enjoy it. They burrow faster.
I'm gonna take the soap out of my backpack and start scrubbing them with soap. See if that does anything.
Yes, the soap scrubs them. They seem to shrivel up.
Oh.
They don't like being clean.
The
I'm
power
gonna-
of hygiene.
I
That is-
will do the same then.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna dump water on Ignis.
Why?
He's
To
fine.
help you. Oh, are they still there? I thought they weren't still there.
No, it's just on these two.
It's
Oh,
just
God.
Amari and Gareth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just dump water on Ignis anyway.
Part of me's kind of tempted, I'll be honest. But she won't. Oh, the tree's now a,
Permanent tree.
yeah, it's there now.
The tree
lives there.
grows permanent as it lives in this location.
How is Faya the only one who really took damage?
She got crit.
Yeah.
I
And
made
myself.
5 attacks against Garros. Garros has 16 AC.
Actually, it's 17 if I'm not raging.
Sure. 4 of 5 attacks missed. Dude had a +10 to hit. It's like the opposite of Old Monday. In Old Monday, I crit every first attack on Chris, every single combat.
Yeah,
Without
that's
fail.
pretty funny.
Yeah, now I do 18. Now I do too much damage.
You do 22 damage a hit.
So okay, let me explain some things. So giant barbarian. Its thing is that when you're raging, you don't do 2 damage. You do 6 damage plus your strength mod. So you're doing at minimum 10 damage per hit. But you're permanently clumsy
Yeah.
because your weapon is bigger than your body.
Oh.
So he's carrying around a giant fucking axe.
So if I hit-
clumsily, but he hits for infinite damage.
Yes, it's very fun. It's very funny. Makes me laugh.
It's very funny. But the druid has been stabilized. The creatures have been put down for now, at least. What do you guys want to do?
Loot.
You will loot them.
At least
I'm
equals
gonna-
it all.
Yeah.
Understood. Understood. On the two strange creatures, they have spears and they have the remnants of some studded leather armor. If you want that. On the Inquisitor, aside from his Inquisitor's outfit, which is just kind of like it's clothing-y. Excuse me, which you're welcome to take. If somebody would like to give me a perception check to see what you find on him.
I can roll it.
Oh,
I'm gonna 0 point that.
Oh my god, buddy.
Yeah, we don't have any.
Oh my
Buddy!
God, come on!
You guys
Oh my-
watch as Ignis tries to search this man. And he just pulls
another
back
people
away
roll.
with the worm in his hand, looking a little upset.
I just squish it.
I'll try. After I have to like use salt water to heal my wounds, I guess.
Got you?
Go wash my hands.
Question.
Yes.
How do you reroll something specifically with the hero point?
So if
Right click.
you right click on it, it'll say reroll with a hero point. Reroll
Really?
using a hero point.
Okay.
Fia, as you are searching, you do a bit of a better job than
I
Ignis
tried my
did.
best.
Ignis tried his best. It just wasn't great. It's okay. You would find on this man a +1 dagger.
I pull out the dagger and hold it up. Who wants a dagger that's a bit cool better?
Not for me.
Use daggers.
If nobody wants a dagger at some point, you guys can just transfer the potency onto a different weapon.
Like an axe.
Hmm.
All right, you know what? Here, if no, I forgot nobody uses daggers. We'll just say it's a weapon potency +1. That's easier. It solves all of our issues.
Right.
That is what you
Don't-
find on him.
Is this guy made of worms, or
Add it
he
to your inventory, Faya.
was just full of worms, right?
Are you taking his armor off to look?
No, I'm sure.
If you
Not
don't want to
yet.
take his armor off, you would not really know.
Everyone, can you stand back for a bit?
What?
I'm going to cut his head off.
Oh Jesus!
It is for science.
Very tired of getting splashbacks, so Mari's.
Jack, move another 5 feet back, please.
He's behind the tree. He's fine.
Protect the tree.
The tree will protect you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cut his head off. Just like,
I'm good here.
Are you sure?
yeah.
Let me get an attack roll, please.
Crit, crit, crit.
Clumsy, clumsy, clumsy.
Bro, I'm so clumsy, bro.
You strike down, severing the man's head from his body. As you look, it does look like his interior, all of the flesh and most of his bones have been eaten away, and his body is just made of worms.
Hmm.
You can tell what few bones he had mostly constituted his hands and arms. Beyond that, just piles of worms conjoined into a one body.
Mm-hmm. Did they get on me?
No, they're dead. They're dead. When the
Okay.
body died, the sentient ones tried to break free.
Okay. I'll cover to Mari. But hello, friend.
Hi. Yes.
They had those big spears down there.
Yes.
Do you like to use spears? Because I could throw them at people really hard.
I've never tried a spear, but I think throwing them is the better option. So I'll let you have them,
I appreciate.
of course.
Who wants this +1 thingy to? Would I even know what this is, Dylan?
What the fuck is this?
It's just like a
Probably not.
rock. I just gotta hold it
It's
up.
like a rock.
Does anyone want this? I don't know
Pretty
what it
rock.
does.
I mean, if nobody
Somebody else
else
will take it.
wants
Amari will take it, but
I think it might be magical.
Amari can have it. Her
All
whole
right,
thing is
awesome.
swinging.
Mari will raise her hand.
Your whole thing is swinging your sword. So.
I will hand it to Amari, the shiny rock.
Look
At this point in time, Amari's taken out a piece of paper and she's writing down some notes.
As you look at the strange rock, Amari, you could tell if you place this near a weapon, it would enchant the weapon to become a +1 weapon.
Amazing. Instantly on the sword.
Gotcha.
Nope.
And as you apply it, because we're not going to do the silly crafting rolls of you have to have magical crafting, whatever, to be able to do so, which is just very silly. You manage to enchant your sword to become a +1 longsword.
Excellent.
There's a way to fix it. I'm going to do it on your sheet. I don't remember how. 1 second. I got it. Okay. And as always, don't worry. There'll be multiple magic items for everybody as we go along, I promise. And there you go. Don't worry, you'll get some +1 bombs soon.
+1 bombs.
Yeah,
You
it throws another one when you throw one.
No, he gets a bomb back from Legend of Zelda.
Are these just spears still? Right.
They're just
I
regular
want
spears.
a bomb companion, and I want it now.
That'd be cool.
I think there are +1 bombs.
As you are picking up the spears, though, Garrus, you would note the lightning of the storms seems to jump from this one's body to the spear. Let me get a reflex save as you grab it.
Bro, it's the one thing I'm weak at.
I know. You're clumsy at it, you might say.
Oh no.
As you grab the spear, the lightning shocks through your body. You take 3 points of damage. But as it does, you could see lightning coiled around the tip. Do you still want to take the spear?
Yeah, I will.
The spear does an additional 1 point of lightning damage.
Let's go.
I'm gonna touch Garrus and do that.
Do you have a limit to how many times you could do these things?
People can basically. It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes, I see. I'm just asking.
Yeah. But overall, no, not really.
That's
not
a
to
fun
most
Keep
of my
healing.
abilities. Yeah, so the whole idea is basically just a class that doesn't run out of resources. Oh, and I'll also do that to
Alright.
Amari.
People are no longer safe
Thank
within 20
you.
feet of me.
So you get healed 5.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I don't think I can think of anything scarier than just a guy running up to me like that size and just chucking a spear at me.
Yeah.
Wait, should I get
Whoa.
rage thrower?
He's gone.
Yeah.
He throws with a rage of 1,000 suns.
You should not. That sounds horrible.
Garrus, you disappeared.
Disappeared?
He's
There
dead.
you go.
Yeah, wait, yeah, Dylan probably erased me.
Too much power.
I'll do
Dylan
it too.
probably erased me.
They got me too.
Garrus, you got healed for 3 HP.
Nice.
I'm also just gonna finish up healing myself, I'll be honest. You see her just
Wait, what
sudden-
happened?
What the hell is your class?
very funny. You just see her summon like an apple and just eat it.
Huh.
Mm.
Can you put me back on the map,
I
Dylan?
just did. Where'd you go?
I don't know.
He's gone.
Gone again.
I can't be healed. It's my nuke trait.
This time I
Okay.
think you deleted yourself. That wasn't me that time.
Check the
Yeah, you're
logs.
right.
Pull the logs up.
Alright.
Is that
Do
a
we see the
spell
other
or-
druid?
Yeah, he's right here.
No, the
The
big
other
one.
one.
Yeah.
The big
He's
fuck.
still,
Horrocks.
he's still inside. You never came.
Oh yeah, he's a
Oh, okay.
bitch. Yeah.
He
I
has
got
to
the
guard the
coward.
tablets. What do you mean?
Nah,
You
he's
guys,
out.
good.
you guys clearly handled it.
How is this guy unconscious?
The druid is unconscious, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna force an apple into his mouth.
Are you sure you want to force an apple into his mouth?
That's
He's a
that's
deer.
true.
No, he's a
that's
deer. He would
true.
eat it.
I'll give him. I'll force like a.
Grape, raisin.
An apple's kind of large to force an unconscious man to eat.
I was gonna say pumpkin. I'll be honest.
Oh
Oh,
my god!
Just drop it on
You
his
don't
head.
force a man to eat a pumpkin. He's unconscious.
Just like a
I'll give him I'll give him apple seed and then force that down his mouth.
That's fine. Sure.
Yeah, I can't. It doesn't say what I can and can't make. So I could just
That's
make a watermelon.
Druids eat this, right?
Very funny.
Yeah, eat this apple. I know you're unconscious. It'll be fine.
Just help him chew it.
Maybe you should like baby bird him, you know?
Alrighty. As you do, his eyes pop open as he wakes up from his life or death state.
Shuna looks down. Are you okay?
He opens his eyes as he goes, I was sidewinded. Those creatures attacked out of nowhere, swinging their spears. He shakes his head. What kind of hell have you brought to our grove?
I don't know if we did that, but I'll be honest, they weren't that powerful. I'll be honest. We kind of took them on like one
I
hit.
understand that you were not surprise attacked by them. There was like 50 of them.
There was only 2.
He stops. He stares at you for a very long moment. And in a whispering voice that only you could hear, he goes, if you tell everybody else there was 50 of them, I will hand you 20 gold right now.
Wow, it's crazy that you took down 47
8.
of them. Wait, 8?
48.
I thought he was talking about these guys.
She does. She says that out loud. The whole calculator.
Wow.
I know, it was quite difficult as he goes to sleight of hand use some gold.
Nice.
But
I'll take that.
I am alive. For that I am very thankful.
Does he actually give me 20 gold?
Oh yeah, he passes you 20 gold.
Hell yes.
He's a druid of his word.
Well, and druids are super trustworthy.
Yes, a druid would never lie to somebody.
Never.
I hate druids.
Yeah. As he climbs to his feet. Well, he looks at you all. Thank you for finishing off the rest of them. Do we know what they are? As he looks at the weird gray-skinned creatures, very, very confused.
I kind of look to the smarter people in the party. I guess I'll just look to Jack. He's the smart one.
What an unfortunate responsibility on my shoulders. I will see if I can identify these creatures or
Jack,
recognize them in some way.
just looking at them, you're pretty sure these look like nothing you've seen before. But you can make a occultism check if you'd like.
Oh yeah, check it out. Done.
It definitely seems like some sort of mutation of a regular humanoid, perhaps a tiefling from the horns, but not enough that you're for certain of what it is.
Jack's gonna, put his hand to his chin like he's thinking and go, This is some eldritch nonsense, that's for sure. Nothing I've seen before.
I guess we should check on the dude inside?
I'm sure he's alright, but we should definitely go back to that cave. There's that other path down there.
To get to lizard people that we must kill.
Do we have to kill the lizard people?
Yes. We must
What
kill
if they're friendly?
Gareth just stares at Jack.
Take it from me, your doctor.
You did very good. I was concerned about you.
Thank you. You were not too bad yourself when you cleave cleft that guy in twain.
Yes. He was squishy
Very
like
clumsy.
old banana. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
And
One
you
sec.
shouldn't eat rotten bananas, right?
Sometimes when you're in the pens, and you're chained to a half ogre, all you can eat is rotten bananas.
We need to work on your diet. I'll prescribe you something later.
I eat stew now.
Oh,
Big
that's good.
upgrade.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back. 1 second.
No problem.
I fucking sucker punch him when he's gone. Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him.
Just take a damage. Just take 1 point of damage on him. Just never tell him what happened.
just remove some health and don't ever bring it up.
Just don't let him know. Just permanent HP loss.
Oh god!
Every time he goes to the bathroom, Jack just sucker punches him.
Every time he leaves, deduct 1 max health until you're nervous.
Why do I have like 5 HP?
Wait a minute, guys. Something's wrong. All right, cool. How's Haros doing?
As you approach back, you would see he has barricaded this door over here, and it takes him a good 3 minutes to unbarricade it from all the chairs and stuff. As he goes, I had full trust in your guys' ability, but I have to guard the tablets, so better safe than sorry. And again, great job out there, really, great job.
I can really imagine him spending all that time barricading the door, and then it's just like a pull door from our side, and we just open it right up.
Just falls out.
Yeah, it just falls towards us, and we're like, I don't know, he's giving me those vibes right now. But
no, he looks at you.
I'm just, yeah.
You guys handled that very well. I wasn't watching, but you all look like you're in one piece.
Yeah, you might want to head out there and check on your druid friend there. He got pretty beat up.
I healed him a tiny bit, but probably gonna want to help him a bit more.
Oh, you're probably right. I'll be back. Just don't do anything. As he walks out to go check up on the other druid.
All right, so let's take these tablets and head off, right? Nah, we don't need the tablets. We already got all the info from them. You guys just want to head to the cave? I mean, we don't really need to wait for them.
I mean, we could. Might be good to see him off, I guess. I don't know.
And good point. Good point. He might give us something. They seem to love to give us stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
Dylan.
Yes.
With me having my aura kind of surrounding me, are they looking at me weird with me kind of wielding the elements?
The druids?
Yeah.
Good question. Do you want to be back to find out? They both left currently.
I'll wait. I might as well, right?
Alrighty.
Maybe we should just get near the stairs first, just in case.
As you all return. Well, as he returns, looking out at you all, he goes, "Oh, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Again, I really want to thank you. If you weren't here, it could have been far worse." As he looks at you, Fia, with a strange look, but doesn't say anything. Oh, I know this doesn't mean much, but you've done a lot for somebody who you essentially just met a few minutes ago. I feel it would only be fair if I offer you something as well. As he begins to dig through a crate next to the table.
Check, no.
I was just testing things, man. Don't worry about it.
As he starts digging through. After a very long moment. He reaches out with what looks like a tiny statue of a rat. It's about maybe an inch and a half tall. As he holds it out towards you all, like on his knees, offering it out, hands outstretched. My gift to you.
To me?
He's just holding out to the party.
Oh, I guess. Free to
Is
walk
it-
over and take it.
As you do, you could feel it is magical.
Is this a statue of a rat that turns into a rat?
He nods. He goes, "How'd you know?"
Just lucky guess.
It's a very powerful gift.
Ah, cool. And they just looked at me weird, right? Can I sense motive on their own?
By all means.
See how they feel about me? Oh my god. What was that?
From what you could tell.
Oh, I'm gonna do use a hero point because
Got you.
I have too many of them.
Got you.
I hate.
Nice.
Oh, hey, 11. All right.
From what you can tell, it's not a full-on distrust of Euphia, but he's a little nervous. Like he's not sure what to do or say.
Okay.
But he doesn't seem to want to upset you.
Okay. I guess. So you're gonna look to the rest of the party. Shall we go? I guess.
I'm ready to set
Yes.
off.
All right. Let's head out. I guess.
Where are you heading? Are you guys going back down to see what's down there, or are you?
Yeah. We wanted to go down to the cave, right?
Yeah, that other path that was down there.
Alrighty. As
Oh, Dylan.
yes.
I'm gonna be the last one. I'm trying to be the last one to leave, as I'm gonna kind of look to the guys. So, so what I'm doing right now is gonna motion to the stuff surrounding her. Is this what those other druids do?
He looks at you, and it's quiet for a very long moment. And then he nods. And then you hear, "Cursed, just like them."
Kind of nods. Well, I guess I know who to go to then. Thank you. Then she's gonna walk away. And join the rest of the party. Down.
Alrighty. As you all begin to travel down, the magic of the portrait still inert. As you walk up, you can see the outline of the door/wall, whatever you would like to call it. What would you guys like to do?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
As you are approaching down the tunnel, you could see that the magic of the portrait is still inert, and there's basically nothing stopping you guys from pushing on the door if you would like to do so.
I'm down.
Yeah, let's push on that door.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Garros.
At that dog.
Go ahead, Garros.
Yeah, Garrus will open the door.
Garrus, as you push on the door. Can I get a athletics check, please?
Wow.
Wow.
It's a door.
Wow, so
Strong
good.
man want to do strong man thing. Get angry that strong man treated like monkey in zoo.
Dance!
Dance, ape, dance.
Ape Samurai.
As you push open the door. You can see the tunnel stretches on for another, looks like upwards of hundreds of feet. It is a pitch black. Garrus, do you have dark vision?
No, I'm just a guy.
So you are unable to see a thing.
I'll hold out my jellyfish lamp.
I hate you. Do you have the oil to light said jellyfish lamp?
What do you mean? He literally just
Huh?
he's
Then
bioluminescent.
why did you buy oil before?
For his body.
Don't worry, just wait for that.
He's gonna pour it on himself and throw out the thing's little.
And slip out of grapples. It'll be great.
I'm Willy.
Using your jellyfish lamp, you can see how much light does it have?
You hate that. You hate saying that.
I do. Using your jellyfish lamp, it lights up the path. You could see that these tunnels are old. It doesn't look like anyone or anything has walked down this route for a very, very long time, Garrus. As you are walking, as you take the first few steps, the stonework underfoot seems very loose. Like if you're moving too quickly, like if you start running, it might all just fall apart and you would fall through the floor if you're not careful.
Hmm.
But as you are continuing, you travel for about 100 or so feet before you come to a crossroads. There's a path to the left, a path to the right, and a path continuing straight down the middle.
Oh.
Each of the three paths have what looks like doorways carved into it. The first one, a doorway of stone. That is the one on the right. The middle one, a doorway made of a strange mirror-like glass that, in the dim light of your jellyfish, is not enough to reflect yourself. The last one has doors made of what looks like steel.
Hmm.
What would you like to do?
No one followed me in, right?
No, I would have.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
assume I'd be behind you.
Yeah, you're just leading the
Y'all
charge.
together.
What do you
Hannah,
think, Peter?
Hannah, when'd you change the profile pic?
What?
What'd you do to Mugen?
Oh, my friend made it for me 'cause at midnight. It's my birthday, so
Oh,
I.
happy
Oh.
birthday!
Oh,
Happy almost
Thank
birthday.
I didn't know if I'd be online at midnight, so I changed it. Sorry,
I was like, why is Mugen wear a crown?
because he's the birthday girl.
Let's go, Mugen. What were these three doors you get? You said one was made of light?
One seems to be made of wood. One seems to be made of a strange mirror-like material that, in the dim light of Garrus's lantern, does not show his reflection. And the last one is made of steel.
Okay.
What do you think should take?
How adorable does the wood seem? Like, does it seem like man-made?
It definitely seems man-made, and it seems, especially because this place doesn't seem visited relatively at all, it does seem like a relatively recent addition.
Can I inspect? I want to inspect sort of how the. I'm trying to word this in a way to finagle using my engineering lore.
Gotcha.
I want to see like the use of these doors, like which one of these three doors seems to be used the most, like which hinges are not as oiled or
Okay.
more rusty. Scrapes on the ground to see which door moves the most.
I hear what you're saying. I get what you're putting down.
If I was an engineer, I could probably phrase it better. But my character is.
Let me get an engineering lore check. That's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Can I roll to assist him?
How would you like to assist?
Come on. You got something. You got it.
Yeah. With my similar background in tinkering and engineering,
Oh my!
with my lore engineering, I'd like to help out.
We're going to build a citadel at the end of this. It'll be
Villains.
great.
Sure. Ignis, roll first to see if you are going to aid Jack or hinder him. You do neither. But Jack,
Dude,
you're welcome to roll.
I actually do have more engineering. That's fucking dope. Oh, mine's worse.
Between the two of you. It looks like some really nice engineering. You know, you're kind of a little like, oh wow, look how nice this looks, and it's like, oh yeah, it looks so good.
We're gonna build so many things.
Yeah, we look at each other and we nod like, yeah, these doors.
You can tell from the hinges. The wooden one is the one that looks like it has been opened the most and the most relatively recent of them.
Let's check the wooden one. But there might be action though, so everyone be on guard.
Well, if there's action, why don't we go for the other ones who don't have action first?
Well, if all these people are going through this door, there's got to be something worth it, right?
Oh, it could just be the main way out.
Yeah.
That too.
Well, we'll just check the other doors first, and then open the one that's used the most. We don't have to go in.
True, we could just peek in. I mean, do we try like the door handles? Maybe we should see if any of them are locked.
Yeah, these locked at all.
They are not locked.
Okay.
Glass or metal?
The handles are of the same material the doors are made of.
Garrus, you saw these first. What's your gut says? What does your gut say?
The mirror door.
All right. Do you want to open it, or should I?
His guts have never let us wrong so far.
Until now.
Behold.
First time for everything. Go ahead, Gyros.
He just stares at Jack and like breathes
My new
deep.
catchphrase.
I'll open the mirror door.
Garros, as you pull the mirror door open, gazing through, you could see what looks like a supply closet. Hundreds of weapons line the walls in little racks, as well as suits of armor and other nice equipment, nicer than anything you've ever seen before. These are masterwork crafts, the finest you've ever seen, finer than anything you could dream of.
How's that not a trap?
Because it's free loot, didn't you hear?
It is not the way to go.
Should I throw something in there?
Do I see a way at the end, like to keep going, or is it just like a
Just
closet?
a closet full of weaponry and armor.
Garrus will just immediately close the door.
All right.
Okay.
What was in there?
Nothing of concern.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No claw blades and something cool.
The finest claw blades.
It's just in a pile there, and he closes the door. He's like, no, nothing.
I'm gonna peek at the metal door.
All right.
Peek out as an open and peek.
Yeah.
Gazing down the metal door, Ignis. As you pull it open, you could see, looks like barrels line the walls, maybe about 10 or 20 of them. They have stoppers in them, much like a barrel of ale would. The pathway continues down for another 40 or so feet. That is a pitch black darkness that... Do you have dark vision, sir? I think you do.
No.
You
No,
don't.
no.
That you can't see anything past without a light source. How does it... Oh my god.
It's a feet.
Yeah.
Feet. I can get.
Yeah, I figured that.
I think I
this
have
right
dark
there, yeah.
vision. We don't have a light source.
I have torches. I mean, if you want to use those.
I'll say, Amari, with your dark visions, you're able to see down the path. As you're looking, you can see down this another 30 or 40 or so feet. There are large, it looks like, cocoons made out of a strange green flesh-like material. They are hanging from the ceiling, and each of them is about person-sized. The weird green flesh that wraps around them almost seems to be pulsing as you look at them, much like a heartbeat. Just
Caterpillars.
I will just say giant cocoons and take a step back.
Mm. So is it safe to go in there?
If you would like to go first, you could try. They are definitely moving in some way.
Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to jump in front of the line leader here. I mean,
Did you
Sure.
see a way out through that door?
I didn't see anything past the cocoons.
Yeah, it does look like the
Yeah.
tunnel continues, but not something that you could see past.
Yeah.
There was
Well,
a lot of them, like upwards of 30.
Oh,
well,
we're so great.
before we do that, let's check the other door. As I'm going to
Agreed.
walk over to the wooden door and open it up.
As you open up the wooden door, you can see what looks like a regular tunnel continuing down. There are dim lights, it looks like glowing yellow gemstones, placed into the wall, almost serving like torches.
Well, there it is. The place has torches. Actually continues, and no weird, creepy,
Seems to
crawly
stretch
things.
on for about maybe 60-ish feet before making a turn.
I like this path, but it could also just lead outside. But if that happens, we just come back, right?
True.
I agree. The path without the cocoons is a good start.
All right. We have a consensus. We're going through the wooden door.
Yeah.
All votes are in.
Who is leading the way?
Oh,
I guess I am.
attaboy. Let's see. Let's go.
I know.
Sorry, Garros.
Oh, Dylan, I will say that I will get my tinkering tools out and I'll try to pry 2 of the light stones out.
Scoop.
Okay, let me get a check of some kind.
Crafting?
Crafting works. You fail to pry out one of these stones. Would you like to try again?
Yes.
Okay. This time you manage to pry one out as it falls into the palm of your hand. Garros leading the way, you hear a rumbling from down the tunnel.
Oh.
Probably unrelated.
Has to be.
Do you continue walking, sir?
Mhm.
As you continue walking, you make it to the break point where the tunnel turns to the left. As you take a step, gazing down another dimly lit hallway. At this point, there are the stones on the walls, but they are not lit. You could see the hallway continues on for another 50 feet with a figure standing at the end of it. Then a large door. Very nice looking door, but it's just a regular, like, wooden door.
Mhm.
The figure is standing, their back is to you, and from the dim light, it's hard to see. Let me get a perception check real quick.
Okay.
The
lot
only
of
thing
tents.
you are sure of is the figure looks female and is wearing armor that reminds you of the Inquisitors.
Mhm.
I really hope that isn't who I think it is.
What do you do, sir?
Hmm.
Would you like to throw your jellyfish lantern down, jellyfish lamp down the way, maybe at the figure to illuminate the path?
I turn back to the team and go, looks like Inquisitor ahead. I can nullify them if need be.
How wide's the tunnel?
Wide enough for you all to walk 3 by 3 if you would like. It's a very large.
Oh,
tunnel.
wow.
Oh, they've got so much room for activities.
I
Maybe.
think we should talk. I feel like we should talk first.
Yeah, they don't know that we're from the quarantine camp. They have no clue who we are. We're just cave dwellers.
Yeah, I mean, it's also kind of.
We're
We shouldn't just kill people.
dwellers.
We're just,
Fine.
we're just fellow travelers passing,
Fine.
2 lanterns in the night.
Lead the way, Jack.
Oh no. Consequences for my actions. Sure, yeah. Jack's gonna confidently stride forward, start waving at whoever this figure is.
As you do, the figure turns back to look at you. You would recognize immediately.
No.
Vest.
No.
Wizard camp.
Jack hard stops and goes, thinks like,
Her
oh.
looks at you. She looks unharmed for the most part. No marks or blemishes anywhere. Her long, flowing blonde hair, pristine, not a speck of dirt or dust. She looks at you, Jack, and she smiles. Well, long time no see, Jack.
I'm
How
sorry.
have been
Do I
your
know you?
travels?
I think you might have me mixed up with someone else.
Oh, do I?
My name is Elderberry. I'm a resident of a local village. I just came to check out this cave.
I don't.
see. Can I
Jack
get
is desperately trying to bullshit his way out of
Can I
this.
get a deception roll, please?
Sure, man.
As you would notice at this point, there's a strange white film over her eyes. She is blind.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Good roll. Good roll.
Bullshit powers activate.
She's looking towards. She goes, "Ah, Elderberry. That's an interesting name. You said you're here to explore the cave. Would you look at that? So am I. I could really use some help. This door doesn't seem to want to open." As you watch, she turns back towards the door, grabs the handle. As she does, you see her hand burst into flames.
Whoa.
She lets go,
Oh.
fanning her hand. The skin is all blackened and goes, "I really need to get in there. You think you mind giving me a hand?" As she says this, you see her reach towards the door again with the same hand, turning it as the flames erupt around her hand, and the hand just falls to the floor, blackened and burnt off of her wrist.
Can I make a nature check to see if she's an undead?
Sure.
I'm gonna
13.
nudge
From
her.
your distance away, she doesn't smell undead. You don't smell any scent of rot. So hard to say.
Okay. I'll get closer. I'll join Jack.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap Garros on the shoulder and hold up the fang while I mimic strangling her. I hold it out to him.
I hold my hand out like, no, thank you, I'm good.
I
I got
shrug.
my own.
How far away is she from me?
We'd say probably maybe like 10 feet away.
Yeah, I did go real close, huh? Tell you what, Jack's a little unsure about the blind thing. So he's gonna take out just like an unlit torch and say like, "Here, take this," and just like toss it towards her.
You watch she turns towards the sound of your voice, grabbing the unlit torch out of the air. She goes, "Ah, a hammer! Thank you!" As she starts slamming the base of the torch into the door.
My torch.
Just
Hey,
It seems to have no effect on the door.
I'm gonna walk over. Hey, Elder Bear Gray, what's going on over here?
Hello, Dewberry.
That was bad. I'm gonna
We're
look
the
to the
we're the
lady.
Berry family. This is my clan.
I'm gonna just look
Michael,
to the lady. How'd you lose your eyesight?
What? She turns towards the center of your voice. What do you mean lose? I can see perfectly.
No, are you like okay in like the mental area?
My
Oh, gee.
eyes are open wider than they have ever been open before.
Can I get a sense motive check?
Sure.
I want to see if she's good. Do
I don't think you have any left.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm gonna look to the rest of the party and kind of do like a cuckoo, like this like swirling, like the crazy person motion to them.
I'll hold up the wire.
I look
Can I-
confused.
That may be strangling.
Is there room for me to walk close to her? I don't know how crowded we've got her at this point.
Is her hand still missing?
Her hand is still missing.
Jack's gonna point at the door and say, "Maybe if you try the other hand."
Jesus.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just stay there.
She'll have no hands. It'll be easier to take.
She
I don't.
nods and goes, "That might be a good idea."
No, wait,
Yeah.
don't do that.
She stops, hand right about to grab the door. Why? We need to get in there.
Just move over. You are small. I am big.
Okay, as she turns towards you and steps to the side.
I'll I'm gonna try to open the door.
As you place your hand onto the doorknob, you're just trying to regularly open it,
Yeah.
you see a slider open in the door. Two pairs of what look like bright blue eyes staring back at you through this little hole in the doorway. You hear, "Are you infected like the rest of them?"
It depends.
"Are you exuding worms from every part of your body?"
No.
Am I to take your word for it?
I mean, I've seen what these things look like. They are crawling with worms. And I'll just I'll lean up close to the door and try to pull down my collar to show him just my neck. Like, see, no wriggly igglies.
The small little hole in the door shuts. A second larger one opens, maybe about a foot below where the first one is, as you see a slender, elvish looking hand reaching out with a vial of, it looks like rainbow stardust inside of it. "If what you say is true, drink this. It will kill any of the worms that manage to get inside of you. If you can drink this and not convulse horribly and die, I will open the door. It's a good sign that you did not erupt into fire upon touching it, but we cannot be too certain."
Hmm.
And then
I'll
the
I'll
visor again slides shut.
I'll just drink it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It feels like drinking a bunch of rocks. Can I get a fortitude save, please? So it tastes really gross. Like, again, drinking sparkling rocks and dust. But you don't feel any worse or better. There seems to be no outward effect.
I'll knock on the front of the door this time.
You knock, this first visor again opens. Well, any changes?
No.
And then you hear the voice go, understood. To get through, simply tap on the door 3 times and take a step to the wall to your right.
Mm-hmm.
And the visor slams shut. The strange woman, who you would know from the encampment, looks at you, Garros, and goes, well, are we going to get inside? We really need to get in there. It's very, very important.
No, you stay here.
I don't think so, Mr.
I
Garros.
stop people from hurting you, but I will not assist you.
No, you are not assisting anybody. But we need to get inside. All of us need to get inside to where it is safe, so that the worms don't take control of us.
I just look at it, I go,
We want to be safe. All of us want to be safe. You should let us be safe.
I'm gonna start walking up behind her slowly.
Please.
I do not
Mr.
like you,
Garros.
but I did not want to see you tortured.
Torture.
For that I will grant you swift death.
Death! It looks at you. I don't think so. We just need to get inside. That way we don't die.
I'm
Please
just gonna
open the
stand
door,
there and
Mr.
wait for
Garros.
Ignis to start doing whatever the hell he was gonna do.
Are you sneaking up to do so?
Yes.
Let me get a stealth check then, please, sir.
Ooh, I'm not good at those. Looking
Dex,
for the one.
Dex class.
Yeah, but I didn't. I'm not training stealth. This is the only character I've ever played as.
I'm turning stealth.
Nice one.
Yeah.
As you start sneaking up, make an attack roll with your weird thing. A 20 will hit. Roll damage. As you go to strangle her from behind. A truly dastardly deed, Mr. Ignis. You feel the tight wire wrap around her throat. You feel it cut into her. And you see some damage dealt. And she turns back, her head twisting a full 180 degrees. Her mouth opens, and you hear, that was rude, as a large tendril shoots out of her mouth towards your face. Ignis does a 10 hit. Oh my
No.
god.
Why is it my? Oh, that's -8. Okay.
What?
When that happens, can I act?
We are going to initiative.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Good.
It'll be a quick one, and this will probably be where we wrap up session today.
Let's go. Wait, why didn't that count for me?
Did you click on your token?
Yeah, I've been highlighted this entire time.
Just roll it again, and we'll take the 18. It's fine. Oof.
I am flabbergasted.
oh, you just did a perception check.
Oh, 'cause I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll take the 16 then.
Okay. Encounter begins. Fia, you see her probably be more like, let's say this is the door, but Garrus is right here. She's like right here. Ignis is right here. What do you do?
Alrighty. I'm just gonna blast her. Can I, now that I'm closer, can I make a check to see if she's undead?
Sure.
Wow. Okay.
Woo.
Two dots
Much
in a word.
like the Inquisitors, it doesn't seem like she's undead, but it certainly seems like she's a host of some kind.
Okay. Cool. Would that
It's-
take an action?
I would
I'd assume so.
say yes. It will take
That's
some
fine.
action.
I will do. That actually honestly works. I'll do a 2-action impulse class.
Impulse palm.
That's a failure.
That is a
Nice.
miss.
That is fine, and that's my turn.
Okay, Amari, it is your go. You could see her head just twisted a full 180 degrees at Ignis. What would you like to do?
So I'll use one of my actions to get up close to her here.
Got you.
And then just start hitting her.
Got you. Double slice.
Yes. Do I click the double slice checkbox?
First you make one attack, just the regular attack, and then you click it for the second attack.
Okay, got
Oof.
Ouch.
it.
Would you like to hero point that?
Yes.
Gotcha. So you
Um,
could write. That's a crit. That's a crit.
amazing.
That's yeah. That's big. Crit fail to crit hit. Oh my.
And then strike again or damage first?
First roll damage. She might be dead, depending.
So hit critical.
Yes. Okay. That's a nat 1 on the damage roll. That makes sense. Okay. Now you can make your second attack. And you click the checkbox for this one.
Beautiful. Okay.
And that'll hit
Nice.
for more than the crit. She's still up, but not looking good.
Okay.
As Ignis, her head still shooting towards you. This tendril shooting out towards you.
Today's not your day, buddy.
I know, right?
First Baldur's Gate.
Don't remind me about what happened. Second attack, Ignis. Will a 20 hit?
Yes.
All right. Ignis, you take 9 points of piercing damage. And then it's going to feed on your blood.
Oh, nice.
Are you drained? Yeah.
Void zombie.
Ignis, you are drained 1, and you take an addition, and you. That's it. Acid, bleed, and poison damage is 10. That's not this.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah, I made
drained. But it gains 4 HP.
Nice.
Karos, it's your go. You
Has
see
it been
tendrils shooting out of its mouth, piercing into Ignis as it drinks deeply of his blood.
Has it been
what?
more than 1 minute since our last combat?
Yes, you know that.
Alright. I'm gonna rage. And I'm going to beat her down at her. An attack. 14. Sorry, I'm not targeting her.
14 will hit with flanking.
Okay.
Are you flanking? Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
15 damage.
You cut her in half down the middle. The tendril still attached to Ignis, still pumping out his blood.
Do I have an option to try to slice that tendril, or
Oh yeah, make an attack roll.
make a what?
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
As you swipe up with your sword, severing the tendril before it could drink any more of Ignis's blood, it falls to the ground, much like a leech when it's overfed. It's a little gross.
Yeah.
As it does, you do notice the two halves of this creature's body do seem to be almost reattaching slowly.
Hmm.
No.
Can I stomp on it?
As you do so, let me get an athletics roll.
Okay.
With an 11, you start stomping on the body as from the many many now open holes in its form that are trying to reattach. Worms just start oozing out like blood. And as you stomp on those, after a moment, it stops moving. And all goes silent for the moment.
Nice. We're out of combat, right?
We are out of combat.
Doing that.
Ocean Man.
Get some salt in your wounds as you get healed for 5.
Thank
That
you.
removes the
Trained no
thing.
longer.
Yeah, I'm free.
And then just to top you off, the fruit or vegetable of your choice gets dropped in your hand.
It's such a weird class. Oh, that resistance to void damage would have helped against the void zombie.
Yeah, and you get healed. God, I've been going horrible for this one too.
I'm pretty sure max. I'm good.
The slider on the door opens once again, these same eyes peering out at you. Well, are you going to come in or are you going to stand out there?
Oh, we had to kill Worm Thing.
The visor slams shut.
I'll knock 3 times.
Okay. You knock 3 times.
Isn't that what he said to do?
Step
Knock
to the
3
right.
times and step to the right into the wall.
Oh. I'm gonna try to walk. Garros is gonna try to walk into the wall.
As Garros walks into the wall, you find yourself transported.
So,
What the? Where'd he go?
what? Did Garrus tell us what to do?
No.
I mean, she
Okay.
said it out loud.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we do?
It would have been really funny.
Garros, as you step through, you would see yourself in this strange chamber. As a figure stands
Whoa.
before you.
This is a strange chamber.
I know, right? It's like a little tower.
Familiar.
It's pretty cool.
Bro, this is like Bastion.
Correct. Kind of is. As
Like
you
the
would
robot?
see... No, the game. As you would see a figure that looks like this.
Oh wait, we know her.
Do you?
Is that the same
Isn't
one?
that the same person?
I don't think so.
I think that's different than Ayla.
Oh yeah, definitely not Ayla.
The only question is, can we trust them?
Oh yeah. See?
Most likely not.
You'd see this strange elf, pale white skin, bright blue hair, what looks like tattoos running up and down her body that seem to pulse with magic. As she looks at you, the bit of a thin smile goes, "Trying to stop the worm, are you? You've come to the right place." And are the rest of you following in Garros's
Yeah.
motions?
Yes.
Alrighty. As each of you do, you would know you don't have to actually walk into the wall. Just step towards it as if you were going to walk into it. But as you do so, you will find yourselves here.
Whoa.
Oh.
There's this strange blue-haired elf is standing before what looks like a globe of the world of Arvlon. A strange device that seems more mechanical than it does magical. That seems to be showing where on certain aspects things are happening. Like it shows for the southeastern side by Callan Raw and ruins of Arkoth and all that, what seems to be a large cloud of darkness seems to be rising over, denoting something attempting to take over that part of the world. And it denotes similar things, shows where the rage virus is most concentrated and whatnot. She looks towards you all. The smile of not a hi, nice to meet you, but a grim smile of welcome to the end game, welcome to when it all begins. Goes, "The name is Valtris Bellavaz, and it's nice to meet you. I wish it was under better terms, but there is much to discuss. Please, take a seat and get ready, as the world is changing, and swiftly." And that is where we're going to call our session for tonight, folks.
Okay. Let's go back and try the steel door.
But that is where we're going to call it, and we will pick back up next week with some more interesting things, some potential major lore dumps. We'll see what happens.